Hello, everyone. Welcome. Let me turn this on. All right, so I figured let's do something different. We've been doing a lot of Guild Wars and Guild Wars 2, and I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I've been wanting to jump back into this game. We're gonna be trying to do a regular playthrough of the game, or at least I'm gonna attempt it. And I just want to use a shield. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I'm not very good at the game, like in general. Let's see. I think I I'm gonna take these guys. Let's just load the last one that I made. Just whatever. Okay, doesn't matter because we're wearing armor anyways. I hope you guys are doing good. I did change some stuff with my settings for streaming. I hope that I won't have any problems anymore. I've kind of increased my bitrate. You know what's crazy about the whole situation when it comes to like bitrate and all that stuff and like streaming on Streamlabs and stuff like that? There is so much information out there and it's all contradicting. And I don't know who's right and I don't know who's wrong because all of these people have made like all these videos. I've watched, I can tell you, like I've watched dozens of videos now on like, cause I'm technically like pretty good, but like there's certain things where I'm like, I don't understand what certain things do. And I'm like, I just need someone to like explain it to me or whatever, you know? But it's like, it's so weird because I've looked up so many things about streaming and like the best things that you should be doing when streaming and the best options and the best and there's so many different things out like that's just you know, out in the world that like it's so weird where they like say different things. So I don't know. I have no idea what like the proper setup is, and I just kind of went with whatever at this point with my streaming and stuff like that. It's crazy how there's all these different. Do I have my filter on? I like a little sharpening in my games. I like it a little sharp. Alright, I don't know how well this is gonna go. I've just thought about doing this. I don't know how well this is gonna go though. We're just gonna have a good time. We're just gonna try to do our best here, but yeah, anyways, so I don't know. I've been changing some options and I've been doing some stuff like that, but we'll see. Okay, so hold on. Guarding is this way. Okay. I gotta kind of get into it. I've been playing a lot of Mega Bonk recently, so that's like dude. Oh my god, I did like no damage. I wonder how bad this is gonna be, honestly. Oh god. Oh, there it is. Oh, I still got hit after the fact. I spent 4 hours last night and 3 hours today still continuously writing on my new script for my video. It is so long, and I keep on having to like rewrite certain parts or like add certain parts in, and then this and that. There's so much to this video. Like, you guys have no idea, and it's really cool. It's like I'm having a really good time, but it's tough. Like, it's a lot of writing. It's, you know, I'm trying not to like sound too boring because I'm not that great of a writer when it comes to like writing scripts and whatever. So um but it's gonna be a longer video, and there's a lot of different parts to it. All right, this is gonna be kind of nice to try out. Okay, so that's not too bad damage wise. I wonder what like a heavy attack does. Yeah, I can't like do like a visceral attack or whatever. I wonder what a counter, because there's like a way that you can counter. Okay, he's gonna shoot at me. I wanna here. Oh my god, my guy. I'm right here. Okay. I'm gonna go. Hey, how are you, Dark Color? How are you doing? You doing? Alright, come on. Oh, I'm getting shot from behind. I saw that. Saw that arrow. My guy. Why does this guy always like just, is he programmed to like not attack? Ah! Ha! 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 Ah! Ah! Good, having a good night. Tomorrow's the day off. Nice. That's awesome. Do you have anything fun planned for your day off? I mean, not that you have to, but you know, just having a day off itself is always nice. Can't hit me. Can't hit me. Yeah, you really can't. Alright, get out of here. Yeah. Playing some games. What are we playing? What are you playing tomorrow? I'm playing some Guild Wars 2. I'm gonna stream some Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. I just want to do some Guild Wars 2. I don't even know what I'm gonna stream, but I want to do some Guild Wars 2. Get out of here. Alright, I wonder how the boss fight is gonna go. Oh, this guy. He has like a lot of health because they want you like visceral him. You know, Bridge of the Spirits. So that is a game that's actually I'm gonna be doing. I've been wanting to do more playthroughs on YouTube and stuff. So that's gonna be coming up as my next playthrough actually on the channel. We did Rayman like a couple months ago, and I have a bunch of videos that I want to get done. But once I'm done with the videos, I'm going to start recording that series. So I'm going to be doing a playthrough of that on YouTube. I don't like streaming like playthroughs of games like that anymore. I like to just do like, record like an hour episodes of stuff like that. Oh my god, get out of here. Alright, cool. But yeah, I've never played that game. I've done a lot of playthroughs on my YouTube channel of games that I've played before. Many of them were like my childhood games and stuff, but I've never played through that game. And that's going to be the first game that I'm doing like a blind playthrough of on the channel. There's a shield build for this game. Oh, is there really? I don't know. I kind of saw a little bit online when I was looking up some stuff about it. But I think I'm gonna be doing, because I saw that people were talking about like dual wielding shields, and I don't think I'm gonna do that because I think that's kind of stupid, like conceptually, carrying two shields around with you. So I think I'm just gonna do one shield. So it's probably gonna be different to what other people have been doing with these kinds of builds. So I don't know. I mean, I don't deny that those are probably like good builds, or that people know more than I do. But I just hate having to dual carry like shields around. I think that's silly. So I'm gonna do something a little different, maybe, I guess. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So I'm just kind of like making my own build. I mean, if it gets to the point where content is like too hard for me, I might have to like adjust it and look something up. But for now, I'm just kind of doing this. I'm just gonna focus. I mean, it's very simple, right? Like, I focus on strength. I focus on vigor, strength, and endurance, because obviously endurance is like super important here. You know, being able to carry heavier shields and being able to block as much as possible. And then having like strength for the defense and for like weapon damage, like shield weapon damage or whatever. And then obviously vigor for like health, you know, because that's important. So, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not too worried about how well that's gonna turn. Okay, I wanted to get this in. So, oh, I need to. Great. Hello. It's Santa Claus. Santa Claus is here. Disguised. I always do this. Okay. I don't know. I guess I'm. I guess I could put like a torch in my other hand. I'm not gonna use it as a weapon, but I do want it as a light source. So I guess I can. But I can't. Oh, I can't block. Maybe I'll just have to walk around in darkness, my friends, until I get a lantern, that is. I'm gonna go there. I just wanting to do some Elden Ring. I really love this game. I think it's super fun. I have a really good time with it. I really hope, you know, I think like Elden Ring is really high up on like my favorite games, which I never thought it would get there. When I first played it, I was like, well, this is a good game. I like this. But now I'm like, man, I freaking love this game. Like over the years, I've gone from like really liking it to like loving it, and it's become one of my favorite games. And which is kind of weird because I don't really. There's like certain games that I've always liked and stuff, but it's been really hard to impress me. I feel like it's been games have been kind of, you know, if there's like a good game out there, then it's like usually like a little older for me. You know, it's like newer games haven't really hit me like old games used to, but like this game really did. I really like it, and it's so weird because I think about it, and you know, I think about Bloodborne a lot too. I think there's a lot of like I love Bloodborne as a concept. I love the idea. The thing is that what I like about Elden Ring opposed to other From Software games, and I think it's pretty obvious when you compare them all, is like the open world concept. Because I really enjoy the open world concept. I know there's this guy right here. And it's really like I love all the Dark Souls games, and I love Bloodborne and all that stuff. I mean, I like those games a lot. The problem is I just hate how linear they are. Because many times when you're stuck at a boss, you only have like 1 or 2 options of where to go. Like, oh, I have a couple of places that I can go if I can't beat the boss, right? But in Elden Ring is like, if I can't beat a boss, I'll just go to like another part of the world and explore that. Ooh. We got a cat. Oh, I like that. And that does, what's the button? Pressing all the wrong buttons. Oh my god, I don't know what the buttons are. How do I go back to the other view? Oh, there we go. Oh, it helps my intelligence. Great, really want that. It doesn't matter. So, Crude resin, yay. So I like the I like all the From Software games. I really do. But like, what sets those apart for me from like liking them to really loving them and really having them as like these games that, oh man, yeah, you know, there's like certain games I feel like that every gamer has that like every few years you play through them, right? Because you're just like, you love them so much, and you're just like, man, I want to play more of that, right? And it's weird because those games, those From Software games, really haven't hit that for me. And I think Elden Ring is the only one that's really been that for me. Hello? Okay. My guy. It's a freaking wall. Yeah. I'm gonna wait. So, you know, the only one that really, and I think it has to do with the open world concept. Being able to just, like, explore the world and, you know, just, if you're stuck at a part somewhere, you can just decide, like, hey, I'm gonna go somewhere else, and I can, like, level up, and it doesn't feel like, in From Software games, when you get stuck somewhere, and you, obviously, one part of From Software, like, bosses and stuff is always like, oh, you have to learn the, like, the pattern, right? It's, like, always important to learn the pattern and stuff. But even, there's certain times where you get down the pattern and you really know what to do, but you still, like, you lose because you're just really weak or something. And, it's kind of a shame, because then you sit there and you have to grind. And a big example of that is I've never finished Bloodborne. I've never finished Bloodborne because I ended up getting stuck at Rom, the vacuous spider. I tried, like, probably altogether, like, 200 times to defeat him on multiple playthroughs, and I was never able to. I was never able to. I don't know why that particular spider, for whatever reason, I keep getting stuck on. Okay? Like, it is beyond insane how much... Oh, God. I'm about to die. Oh, God. No, I didn't... Oh, my God. Why did I do that? So stupid. That was dumb. That was a dumb death. Dumb first death, you guys. And now I just want to run through everything, because I don't care anymore. That's how I always am. I'm always very meticulous when I run through these, but then when I have to, like, repeat something like a dungeon like this, I'm like, I don't care. I'm just running through. I just want to make sure that whoever's following me is going to die. Doesn't look like anyone's following me. Perfect. No, I wanted the freaking thing. Alright, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Oh, actually, oh God. My foot. Get my foot. I forgot they could climb. Ah! I'm just running. Guys, I'm just running. What is that item? I'm gonna die. Alright, I'm gonna have to actually properly go through this. It's a little tougher with the shield. I recently did a playthrough with just the sword, and that was, like, pretty easy. Just doing square off was like, oh my god, so easy. Such an easy playthrough. I'm not finished with it, but I'm pretty far in it. Alright, let's redo this. Let's do proper. Let's do it properly. But yeah, so you know, and I think my favorite, like, setting in all the From Software games is still Bloodborne. You know, like I said, I think about that all the time, that I never finished it, and it's such a sore point for me. I really hate that I didn't finish it. Alright, I was gonna say, if you're gonna die, I really want that item. And so, you know, and I've tried so many times to defeat Rom, and I don't know why that is the boss that I get stuck at. It's the weirdest thing. Oh my god. Please let me through. Please let me through. Please let me through. Please let me through. Okay. So, I think they're all dead, right? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, I think that a game that I would absolutely love, and I think would probably be like one of my all-time favorite games ever, would be like an Elden Ring style open world game, but with the setting of Bloodborne, right? Like just having that old gothic Victorian style, you know, like very dark, very dreary, with just, you know, everything kind of gross and like very horror-esque inspired, you know, Cthulhu-esque, like those things. I think that would be my all-time favorite. I mean, that would be amazing, right? Like, we have to see how like Duskbloods turns out, you know. But I'm guessing it's probably just gonna be like a Bloodborne 2.0 thing. But if they ever create another like an open world game like Elden Ring, I really hope that they're considering doing something like Bloodborne style, like a Bloodborne 2 but open world kind of thing. That would be amazing. Okay, what is this? Okay. Alright. We made our way through. We didn't lose any runes. We were able to get them all back, which is good. We still have that guy over here. It's kind of hanging out. I don't know where all the shields are in the game. I'll have to find, like, was there an enemy left? Weird. I feel like I heard like movement, but I don't see anyone. Alright, let's see how well I do against this guy. Uh-oh. Oh god. I might not be... Ooh. Uh-huh. What? Sometimes I hate this game. Sometimes I hate... Ah, no, stop it. You're so creepy. And you don't look like a dog at all. You look like a cat. Whoa. Oh no. Oh god, this is rough. This is rough when you don't have ashes of, or like a summon. Come on. Why do I even bother? Why do I even bother? That's a quote from Guild Wars 1, for those of you that don't know their things. Ooh. Damn. Ooh. Oh, I can't do the thing. Ah! Got too greedy. And I still have that stupid... I'm missing a flask, technically. That doesn't work, ever. Oh god. I'm right here. I'm ready. Oh my god. He gets quicker. Fucking well, I don't know why. He did the same thing earlier. Why? I learned, Raleigh. Learn. Why? Why did I do that? I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I thought I could do that, but I can't. Alright, well, first of all, what I want to do is get that extra one. I should really have ashes, or what are they called? Summons, whatever. I should really have that. But that's okay. I'll be going in alone. I can do it. I just have to be patient on this, I think. I just got too impatient. Oh god. Ooh, nice. That was good damage right there. No. 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 God, he hits me twice. That's really annoying. Oh god. Oh god, more fire? Jeez. So greedy. Such a greedy bastard. I deserve to die. Yeah. What? Oh no. Let's run away. Oh god. Do it. Do your thing, mister. Oh, we did it. We did it. Okay. I just realized that I still have those. Let's get rid of that. Okay, cool. Let's get out of here. That was pretty good. Come here. Oh. I got stuck on that rock. Alright. I gotta get... I wanted to see without, like, how I do without summons. Probably gonna keep... I'm gonna use them, I think, as I go through this. Because I'm a... Okay. I'm stuck in the tree. Because I suck. I suck at my life, and I suck at my life. I suck at life in general. And I suck at the game. So I'm just gonna do that. Whoop. Oop, that. You know, one really underrated ashes thingy, is that what they're called? Yeah, they're called ashes, right? Because I keep calling them that. So I'm like, I think that's what they are, right? I don't know. Yeah, ashes. The ashes, the Stormhawk Dean is what I've been using on that sword playthrough that I've been talking about. And I'll tell you guys what, that is, that bird is strong and very resilient to like a lot of things and very quick, so he doesn't get attacked as much. I mean, it's just like actually really good. Yeah, attack me. Bam. I'm blocking. What is happening? Block, yes, stupid. Stop it. Right. There you go. What is the effect that I have on me? What is that? Oh, it's based off of this. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, what? Why? What is going on? Yeah. I think shields are actually really strong in a lot of different ways. There's a lot of utility to them in Elden Ring. In other games, they might not be. Obviously, in Bloodborne and stuff, there's only one shield, and it sucks. But yeah, so the Lordsworn Straight Sword is what I've been using in my single playthrough. In my single sword playthrough or whatever. I also have some magic that I use in there, but because it's just for fun. But it's actually kind of cool how well that works. All right, let's see how well this goes. I feel like this is gonna be kind of tough. What a toughie. All right, let's go. Let's go into the cave. Hello. Hello. Oh god. One of the worst moves in the entire game is when those dogs jump backwards and attack you at the same time, because there's no... Okay, I'm dead. Great. None of them were moving at all, and then all of a sudden all of them were after me. I'm like, great, got it. Hey, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. That's YouTube. That's probably on, not on the live stream. That's probably on a video. It's really funny that I get the notifications when I'm live too. Really, I one time had a notification like that when I was recording a video, and I kind of used the same like screen when I like record a video, and so I still had my my alert box, which is like the thing where that stuff pops up. Like I usually just leave it active or whatever when I record, because I don't really have notifications that pop up. But yeah, it was like someone had subscribed in the middle of me recording a video, and I was like, oh my god, now I gotta re-record. Not that it's a big deal, but it was just like, you know, I'm the idiot for doing that, so it was kind of funny. So. Hey, Poochie. Yeah, come this way. Come this way, so I don't have to have my back against these guys. But yeah, the worst move ever is when they jump backwards, but they bite you at the same time. There's no animation to their actual bite, and it is instantaneous. So unless you're preemptively blocking or, yeah, that right there. I mean, it's just like look at him. He's just using that, even though I'm not even next to him. Bro. Yeah, right there. I mean, it's just, you can't do anything against. Can you fucking stop? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I'm done with you. Uh-huh. Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Freaking annoying. Stop it! I died to the wolf. Oh my god, I fell. Oh my god, there's a wolf down here. Yeah, that attack right there is so... He attacks twice. I don't know why. Boom. Boom. Oh. And then he didn't do the second attack. Holy cannoli, hardest boss in the game. It's not even a boss, just a regular enemy. I'm never gonna make this boss now. I'm just running through here. Excuse me, guys. Actually, I should not do that. I'm not strong enough to just be running through here. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. It's gonna happen. There it is. That move is gonna get me. It's gonna piss me off. Them just like, it's not. And the weird part is, and I'm not one to bitch about moves. Like most moves in the game, I'm just like, okay, whatever. You know, it's a thing they do, even if it's like maybe a little fast or something like that. You know, it's just like, oh yeah, well, it's a move. You know, it's a thing they do. But that move is actually like physically not even possible. Like, how are you gonna bite something while at the very same time jumping backwards away from it and doing a ton of damage? Like, that doesn't even make sense at all, and it pisses me off. It's the worst move in the game. If I could just like change one thing about Elden Ring, that would be it. I know it's such a minor thing, but that's what I would change. 100%. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna freaking die. I need to run here. I don't know what I need to do. I have no idea what I need to do. I need to be able to summon something. Can I summon anything in that? Yes, I can summon something in that arena. I really wanna... I'll come back. I'm gonna do the whole... I'm gonna go in and get the map real quick and get my horsey, and then get my ability to summon something. Because otherwise this playthrough is going to be like 75 hours long, and I don't really want that to be a thing. So I'm just going to run through here. Excuse me, everyone. Don't mind me. I'm just coming. I'm just passing by, you guys. Don't worry. No, you don't have to do that. You don't have to call all your friends. I'll be leaving now. Goodbye. Oh my god. It is the armies of hell. Okay, it's a stupid conversation with a stupid lady. We got it. Yep, mm-hmm. Cool, yep. 2 fingers right up your cooter.
You need own to the foot. Then it summoned me. I bequeath.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, bye.
This way, Tarnish.
Hey, big hat lady.
I am the wit. I'd heard and upon the talk thou art possessed call forth. I was entrusted by torrents. 'Tis of summon them the spirits. Now it is that. I doubt we. How long will it be for the time?
Okay, cool, bye. So I can summon Torrent now, which is super nice. Alright, let's go back into that cave. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run through. I'm just gonna run through the cave. I'm not gonna fight the wolves or anything. I'm just gonna run through the cave. And, yeah. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. Excuse me, don't mind me. I'm just doing the thing. Goodbye. Oh, they're attacking the wolves behind there. Great, that's always fun. Oh my god. He has like these long chains of attack. We're pummeling him. Wow, okay. That was a little bit bullying. Just a tad bit of bullying. Sure. I'll take that. Some fire damage negation. Not that I deal with a lot of fire damage. Do we? What's really considered fire damage? Like, if someone throws a grenade at me, is that fire damage? Because it has like a fiery explosion. I don't know. I need to figure out where I can find... Hey, you. Hey, you. Come on. Come over here. I got something for you. I got something for you, friend. I got some candy for you right here. You like candy? I like candy. I love candy, actually, so. I want to get like a nice, great shield. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want a big old shield. I want that shield that you have, sir. Give it to me. It's not what I want. This is the sword, right? Great sword or something. I did get enough to at least level up my shield that I have. My current shield. I will level up my current shield by 1. I don't know what that does. So it increases my damage, which is good. And that's it. In my attribute scaling, which is also good. But I can level up now. Which I'm gonna do if I can. I mean I have 4,700? Yeah, I was gonna say I can probably level up a little bit with that. I think that's all I'm gonna level. Right? What does dexterity do again specifically? Boosts advanced armaments. Also boosts attack or boosts casting and spell damage. Softens fall damage. It makes it hard to be knocked off. Oh, none of that really. Yeah, no, I don't care about that. Okay, there we go. Boom. We have become more powerful. Look at that tree. Look at all those trees rocking out. Rocking out. So this makes it that you get actually kind of weird how you can't look at like your statuses, but you guys can see that up there when it's oh god, hello, nope, we're leaving, I'm not doing that. But when these leaves are falling down like that, when it's that kind of weather, when it's like windy with these the leaves, you actually get a increase. I think it's like a 10% increase to rune finding. You find more runes, or you get like whatever it's called, like you get 10% more runes from killing enemies and stuff when this weather is in effect. It might be less than that. It might not be 10%. It might just be 5% or something like that. I don't know. But that's what that symbol up there means. The screams of the damned. Music to my ears. Hello? Oh. I just want that. I just want that. It's missing tone. Do I want to go in there? I don't know if I want to go in there. I mean, it's runes, so I might as well. And I can summon my friends. Come on, friends, hang out with me. See, I look like you guys. That's what they look like. Pow. 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 Ah, God. Fuck you. Give me that ruin fragment. Why do you have a ruin? Why do they all carry Roa fruits and ruin fragments? Kind of random, isn't it? Come on. Nice. You didn't even need to do anything there. I know there's that big dog here. Get out of here with your friggin' fire. Fire resistance. I have an upped fire resistance. Your flames can't do a thing to me. Where is he? Where's that big dog? There he is. Attack me. Do it. I was trying to let my endurance recover. Come on. I don't care if you guys are cowering in fear. I want all of the runes. They will be mine. There's the rat. Yeah. Do it. Attack her from behind. Oh my god. Come on, guys. Good job. I hate rats too. There's gonna be 75 of them. Hi guys. Oh god. Cool. Cool, cool. Oh my god, no! Stop it! Ah! Uh-huh. Oh, that's just the teleporty thing. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to teleport. I'll be fine where I am. Bro. Are you kidding? I just... Perfect, like... sync between their attacks there. So glad I got my buddies out. Stone Sword Key. There's more enemies around. There's more dogs around. I know that. Where are they? What the hell? Where are all the dogs? There's usually like 25 billion of them. Hello? Around this corner? No. What a mystery. Was it just the 2 extra ones that were like hanging out together? Okay. Cool, I guess. Cool, I guess. Twin Blade. Excuse me, guys. I can attack with this too, so it's kind of nice. Okay, what do I want to do next? I probably want to be able to upgrade my shield to at least +3. So let's awaken this guy, or summon him, or whatever you want to call it. There he is. Hello. I get heal. It's fine. I'm not worried about him. I'll get to him at some point. Alright. Alright. Let's go in here, guys. Whew, I don't know why I'm tired. I guess I know why I'm tired. Because I stayed up really late writing this stupid script. And then I wrote a bunch today. I was a very busy bee with writing a script. And eventually I'll get it done. I'm very close to the end of it. So I'm at, what did I say, 8 or 9 pages, something like that right now. Like 6,000 words. And I'm getting close to the end. I have maybe 1 or 2 pages left. I'm hoping the format. Ow. Dude. I love how I'm like, right in their face. It's very satisfying. Yeah, and yeah, and yeah. We're back. Goodbye. Oh, that was so close. I was like, he's gonna smack me. He's gonna smack me with the pickaxe. Oh, rats, my favorite. Oh, broke my guard. Really? Go. Go. Fucker. Can't wait to have a great shield. Just gotta be careful with my weight. But that's why I'm like increasing my endurance as well, because first of all, lets me block for longer. So there's gonna probably come a point where I think I don't know, if I could predict the thing that's gonna kill me the most, will probably be like chain attacks, or like, you know, very like a lot of successive attacks like that where they break through my shielding. So that means that I think the most important part for me personally is the endurance as a stat, right? Obviously vigor is like always important, but I think endurance is gonna be super important for me. More dogs, yay. Yeah, come on. I see you running out. Ooh-ah! Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, hello. Ah. And being able to do multiple guard counters, one after the other, is going to be super helpful as well. Because then I myself can chain a bunch of attacks against enemies, and that will be very, very nice. Very, very nice to be able to do that. Hello. I don't want to get the other one involved, so I'm just kind of... Oh my god, what? Why? Why did you... Why? Why any and all of that? Yeah, okay. Well, in between these two is probably not a good idea. Alright, I'm gonna run. Gonna run away. I almost died. Excuse me. I'm just gonna take your stone. Appreciate it. Appreciate you hammering on that for me. Go fast. Go fast. Oh my god! Ah! Holy crap. Jeez. Great. I'm gonna die. I'm not surviving this. That's okay. I don't think I even can summon my friends. I cannot. Okay, well, we're gonna go in here and we're just gonna do our best. That's all we can ever do, you guys. Do our best. He's like, your best is not enough. Die. And I'm dead. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. 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 I can't wait until I can get that turtle talisman later on. That's gonna be... Oh god. Yeah. Oh god. Ugh. Oof. Rough. Uh-oh. I love how I'm hanging on. Hanging on, you guys, by literally a thread. A string. A tiny little string. Oh, God. I don't even know why that hurt me, because I was blocking, but that's okay. He just kind of was like, you know what? Enough of you. And he squished me like a bug. Alright, that's fine. We'll just run through. We collected all the items. I'm not worried about defeating these guys. Yeah, actually, so one of the things that I did with my other that I'm doing with my other playthrough, with the sword playthrough, is like, I don't just like run by enemies, okay? Like, I try to defeat anyone and everyone. I try not to be untorn as much as I can. I try to actually use, like, walk around, and whenever I see an enemy, kill it. There's certain ones, like the lobsters in Luernia, that I just avoid because they're just like so annoying, so obnoxious, you know. But there's so many runes that you get when you actually go and defeat all the little enemies. Because if you count all the little enemies that you always just run by when you're on torrent, or you know, just, you know, when you do something like this, like a run back, in that playthrough that I'm doing, even if I die against a boss, I do the run back and I kill all the enemies again, and you like accrue so many runes. It's crazy. It is absolutely bonkers. All right, let's try that again. This time we can summon some friends. That'll be helpful for sure. Excuse me. I'm just gonna collect these guys real quick. Okay. Oh. Wow. Ow! Oh my God, that was fast. Oh, this guy can bleed? That's kind of weird. Whoa. 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 Oh God. Ow. I need to heal. Or I'm gonna die. Oh my God, my M died. My friend M died. M2. Or was it 1? He's dead. Hey, what's up? How are you, Mortius? Alright, we did it. I think I'm gonna try to get... First time playing? No, not at all. Not at all. It's like the 75th time that I'm playing Elden Ring. Boom. Haha. I've streamed it a ton, too. I'm doing pretty good. I've been working a lot, so I'm very tired. But other than that, I'm good. That guy right there. That guy is dangerous. I don't know what to do about him. I'm gonna kind of go around and try to kill as many as I can. I know there's a guy behind me. Ow. Excuse me. Yeah, Elden Ring is really good. I was just talking about how, like, all the From Software games, you know, to me, it's kind of weird, because when I first started playing Elden Ring, I was like, wow, this is a great game. You know, I like this, you know, whatever. But the thing also has been that, and I don't know how other people feel, but it's really been, like, it's been a long time since, like, newer games have really just been, like, where they kind of wow you, you know, where I'm like, man, this is like really good. You know, it's been a long time for me since I've had a game where I felt like that, okay? And with Elden Ring, I never felt like that in the beginning. In the beginning, I was like, well, this is a great game, I'm having a good time with it. But the more I played it, the more I fell in love with it. And I now like I absolutely love this game, and I consider it like one of the best games in a long time that has come out, you know. And the thing is that, you know, I've played From Software titles before. I talked about how, like, I think aesthetic wise, Bloodborne is my favorite, right? Because I love the like gothic Cthulhu, weird dark horror, you know, that I really like that, and I like the aggressive play style that it has and things. I never finished that game, which has been probably one of the biggest regrets when it comes to like gaming and stuff, I guess you could say, because I've gotten stuck. I'm not a Dark Souls fan at all, but this was one of them. Absolutely, that's so good. Yeah, the thing is that like I never finished Bloodborne because I got stuck on a ROM, the vacuous spider, and I tried fighting vacuos or ROM, the vacuous spider, probably close to like no lie, like 200 times, and I've not beaten him. Like it just, and I've never finished Bloodborne because of that. On different playthroughs, different play styles, different. I've tried it so many times and I just can't get it. And just one of the things that kind of bugs me about From Software games though is that they're so linear, and so when you're like stuck on a boss, there isn't much you can do. I remember that I did like all the other possible bosses that I could at the time, and I ended up having to like grind in Bergenworth and just like go around grinding, and I would do that for like hours, and I'm like, I hate this so much, you know. The thing about Elden Ring that I really liked was the open world to it, right? Like that I could, you know, if I got stuck on a boss, I could walk around and I could just find a different boss or go to a different part of the world and really just say like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just go and defeat a different enemy, different boss or whatever, and not really grind, but get stronger in that way. You know, like if I get stuck over here in like in Caelid, right? After Liurnia, I can just kind of skip ahead and go to the Altus Plateau and do stuff there. I wonder how strong. Wait a minute. First of all, let's do this. Some of these guys. I want to see how strong. Not really strong. Oh god. Hi Mish, how are ya? So you know, it's been one of the things that like that I've really enjoyed about Elden Ring, because I like the concept that the thing that I really like about Software games is that you can really make whatever build you want to and be viable, because you could just like level it up, right? There's tools to make almost any build viable, which is really cool. And I think that's something that obviously there's like clear better builds out there that you can, you know, use or whatever, right? That'll always be the thing in games. But it's just cool that you have the option of doing different things. I've always enjoyed that. So I think one of the best games ever, like, would be for me if they had like an Elden Ring style Bloodborne game, like an open world Bloodborne game. Oh my god, that would be Bloodborne 2 like yesterday. I know, I wish. We'll see how Duskbloods turns out. Ooh, I had to do that. I had to run away there. That was gonna kill me. Yeah. I mean, stick for many people was able to go anywhere you want. Yeah, it's just really good, and I think for their first open world game, they did such a good job with it. It's just so fantastic. You know, I think there's a couple of things that you can complain about. You know, like the repeat of bosses and enemies, and there's a lot of things like, you know, in the DLC, there's a lot of empty areas and stuff like that. It's all valid criticisms, but I think overall, it is a really good game, and I really enjoy it. So, but if we could do a Bloodborne open world Bloodborne, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna be able to make it. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna die, and I'm not okay with that. All right, goodbye. Ah. I don't want to go down there. I don't know where I'm going. I'm going over here. Actually, let me get the, Ever heard of the game Dreams? I think it's only available on PlayStation. It's a game platform that's for create their own stuff. That's for fan creation. I have not heard of that, but that's, I mean, in what way does it let you create stuff? Because if it's like actually creating the items themselves and stuff, I'm not a fan of it. Like, I probably would not enjoy that at all. I actually wanted to get to that one. Have you played Night Rain? I have. The thing is, I like Night Rain. I got about 100, 200 hours into it or something. I'm not sure. But it just becomes very repetitive. Like, every run kind of looks the same for me. And I feel like, you know, it got to the point where I was just like, man, you know, even when they added, like, the, like, endless mode or whatever, which I only played, like, once. I'm like, this feels so samey, you know? It's just kind of like, it's the same map over and over again. And I'm like, this is just, I don't know. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it's not something that I want to play all the time. I love the movement. I like the combat in that. I like the characters. I like the movesets. I like the items. There's a lot of things that they really did good on. I just really hate that there's not any variety. Like, there's really no variety in that game, and it just really kind of bugs me. With a game that's supposed to be, like, repeated over and over again, it just feels very samey. Like, everyone is the same to me, and I just, after, like, I don't know, the 50th run, you're just like, okay, I get it, you know? I get it. It's good. Just saw a Banjo-Kazooie fan creation. It's really well done. It looks like it did. Look on YouTube for more games from Dreams. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I mean, maybe if I see it, I'll be like, oh, I know what that is. I should really fight these guys, but I'm kind of scared of these guys. They're pretty strong. I need runes, though. Get out of here. Ah! Excuse me? Alright, let's see how strong... where are they? Oh god, there they are. Oh. Alright, I wanna take that. Hello? This is bad. I'm gonna die. I just want to see if I can block like a full-on attack by this guy. Wow. Ooh, I was like, I'm gonna die, and I didn't. Excuse me. I'm gonna go back. I don't know where I can get like a bigger shield or something. Oh, I can actually strengthen my shield. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Strengthen my shield. But yeah, now that there are some people here, just I'm gonna let you guys know. So I am working on my video. I spent 3 hours last night. There's 4 hours last night, and then 3 hours today on still writing the script. I'm at like 8 or 9 pages or something. I think I just started page 9 that I'm writing, and I have about 6,000 words in it. I mean, it's like, I think it's like 28,000 characters. It's a lot. Oh, I don't have money for that. But I need to. I'm just gonna consume these guys. So, really, I am working on that video, hopefully trying to get to the point where I can get that done. This Guild Wars video. It's gonna be really good. I've been really wanting to get that out there. I'm just gonna buy all the cookbooks because I don't know what cookbook does what. Yeah, it's super fun. I've been playing a little bit myself. Uh, I actually went back to like my water elementalist a little bit after the short that I recorded. Have been playing her a little bit, which is actually kind of nice because her all the heroes that she has, she like in her build she has all of the elementalists. So she has like Acolyte Sasuke, she has or Sosuke, and she has Zed Shadowhoof, she has Vec, and all three of them they have like their own elemental thing. So like Vec is air magic, Zed is earth magic, and Sosuke is fire magic, and it's really good. Like it's actually really strong. I was surprised by how well that's just a normal mode, but I was surprised with how well I performed. I was like, wow, I'm actually like kicking ass going into areas and stuff. And then I farmed for a little while. I farmed I wanted a green item from a specific enemy, and it was just such a pain. So I spent about 2 or 3 days of just like zoning in and out and hoping that the boss would spawn where I wanted it to spawn. And then I had to defeat him and hoping that he would drop the green one. And then finally he did. I was like, oh my god, yes. It was like a green for her because she keeps using. The problem is that she uses that Icy Dragon Sword, which is cool, right? I love the Icy Dragon Sword. Problem with it is that it, it's not that good in terms of like it's good for looks, obviously, right? It looks great for fashion, but it's not good for her build. And anytime I'm not casting a spell, she wants to go into melee range, and that's so annoying to me. And it's one of the reasons why playing her has been kind of a pain for me. Block, hello, bro. I mean, unbelievable. Oh god. Alright. Attack me, do it. Do it while you're standing right next to me. Ah, damn it. Ooh. What the hell? That's rude. Uh-huh. Damn it. Stop it! I'm trying to attack. It's not fair that you get to attack non-stop. Bro, really? What even? I don't even know what that was. I was blocking. I don't know why he was able to attack me. Maybe I need to jump more. Yeah. Ugh. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Bye. And I was correct, and Bonus Impact isn't working for Steam users at all, and it is looking into it. Surprised it's taking them this long to fix it. Well, I mean, I don't think I think they only have the 4 people that from like 2 weeks that work on them, so I'm not surprised that it's taking them that long. Because this is not like, I don't think this is ArenaNet actively working on Guild Wars 1. Like, I don't think that is really, you know, with the Reforged thing, I think that all development things are in the 2 weeks team hands, and they only have like 4 people. So it probably takes them a lot longer to get little things like that fixed. Wow. Way to team up on me. Guys, I mean, really, this is so unfair. Having it perfectly synced to the point where I can't attack you guys. And I'm dead. Guild was one just how tanky you can be with endure pain and heal signet. Especially in like in hard mode, I've realized that like I die always to warriors. Warriors killing my backline. That's what always kills me. Is warriors jumping in, running through my front line, going into my backline and attacking my healers. That is always what kills me. Cuz they do such like an insane amount of damage. It's crazy. Like they're really really strong. So yeah, I agree. I want to make a warrior at some point in time. I don't know. Oh god, I shouldn't have done that. Why am I not going here? Why am I all the way over here? What's her face in Guild Wars 2 talks about it in the Guild Wars 2 forums? I mean, I don't know if that means that, and I think people are Guild Wars are definitely helping them. Would be insane mean to only make 4 people. Well, the thing is that you got to consider like this is like a company and they have their own workload to do. You know what I mean? Like they can't stop their production on their main game that makes them the most amount of money just because the other game that they just kind of did like a small update for has problems. You know, like I don't know how this all works like, you know, internally and red tape and like all the things that they're doing with it, but I feel like ArenaNet wouldn't put all of their stuff that they're working on for Guild Wars 2 on pause just to work on Guild Wars 1, even if the reception has been really good for it. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe they're helping them. I'm just saying, like, it's probably taking them a long time because they probably don't have a lot of people that they can offer up as help. You know, that's why it's taking them so long. I don't think that it's really that significant of an issue to solve. I wouldn't think. So it's probably just taking them longer because they don't have the manpower, right? Because they know exactly the reaction that's gonna happen if they don't get all the stuff out. Like, you know, this is like on repeat, right? This is what ArenaNet we've been doing on repeat with ArenaNet, is that you know, they bring out the initial release of the expansion and then all the post-launch stuff is really not good and people complain about it, and I think ArenaNet is really trying to avoid doing that, so they need to really heavily work on all the post-launch updates right now. And you know, it's just probably taking most of their time to do that, rather than work on Guild Wars 1, which they necessarily don't have any active plans of doing anything with. So, I don't know, but hopefully they still fix it. I don't know. We'll see. At some point in time, I'll get the bonus mission pack, but we'll see how that goes. I need to find other shields. Isn't there a shield? I want to find a great shield. This is just a medium shield.
Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably one of their big things to work on right now for
What my fault? Oh, I fret not. Celebrate.
Probably a big focus for the 2 weeks team, but yeah, who knows how long that'll take him to fix. There's a bunch of other things. They're also fixing right now the vendor issue. I guess the vendors don't have any items right now, which is a bug. So there's like no dyes available, no insignias, no runes, like nothing. You can't buy anything. Like all of the vendors are out of items right now. So that's also a big issue, because that is not just the expansion and the bonus mission pack, that is the entire game. And that will intrude on every aspect of the game. Fashion wars, build crafting, regular playthroughs, new players, old players. I mean, everyone's affected by that. So I don't know. I feel like that probably is taking priority right now, fixing the vendor issue. But yeah. I mean, it kind of like, I think this is a perfect example of why ArenaNet has not done any updates for Guild Wars 1, because they're always stuck like a month after just fixing the stuff that they did break with the new release, you know? I wonder if I can just like... Oh my god, they're just screaming. They're like monkeys, they just scream. Can I target someone that's actually attacking me? That'd be fucking great. I mean, Grawl is right. They really do look like Grawl, like shorter. They're like shorter Grawl. And as we know, Grawl were kind of based on monkeys, right? They like have a lot of monkey, monkey-esque aspects to them, like properties. Yeah. Yeah. They pound their chests, and even their faces, they have very like monkey faces, like the way their jaws are and stuff. They look like monkeys. You know, they hop around kind of like monkeys do. So they're very monkey inspired. I was reading dialogue again today about I don't know why that's not really relevant, but about Dazzalana and stuff, and like how they talk about it in Janthia Wilds, because I was working on a video, so I was reading a bunch of stuff on the wiki about stuff pertaining to the things that I was talking about. And one of them was just the early meeting that they had, the Tier and Alliance meeting, and you can talk to the Elonian like representative or whatever, and she talks about like, oh yeah, we're exploring Dazzalana finally, and there's like talks of like all these settlements, and you know, the dragon brand is weakening after all these years, and you know, the harpies are out there and they're very aggressive, and so it's really cool. It kind of makes me think like, man, I kind of want to go there, but I know there's like other things I'd probably prefer over that. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Oh my god, I didn't pay attention. That is probably not even the channel has been growing immensely. That's probably not even a person that's here. That's probably a person that's watching some of my videos. But I appreciate the subscription so much. The channel has been growing. My class overview video has been my biggest video to date. Like, the amount of views that I got in the week that it's been out, or 2 weeks now that it's been out, is insane. Absolutely insane. I've gotten more views on other videos before, but it's taken years on some videos to get to that point. This video got 23,000. Oh my god, I'm leaving. I'm not. Oh, actually, you know what? Here, deal with these guys. Oh god, oh god. Wow. I want a harpy. I don't like harpies. I hate them. I don't know why you would want a harpy focused expansion. They sound weird. They're really annoying. They're some of the worst enemies in the game. I don't know why anyone would want that to be a thing. At all. I just don't get it. I wonder if it's in a culture just like ended with centaurs and yeah, but did they really expand on the centaurs? That is, I think, one of the sour points that I really hated about Dry Top is that they kind of introduced these like cool centaurs and they were just kind of there. They had no importance to like the story at all. Um, you know, it like yeah, they were friendly and there was a friendly tribe there before them, and that's it. There's nothing more to them, and I was like, man, they should have really done something more. And I don't think we'll ever see. I don't know if we're gonna see a friendly Harpy tribe. I mean, that would be kind of interesting, I think. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how the story goes, anyways. I really hope that I'm hoping that after the first quarterly update, that ArenaNet will start teasing more of the story as we go on, with like, you know, waiting for like another 3 months. Because the thing is, right now everyone's kind of hyped for Guild Wars 1, but that hype is probably gonna die down fairly quickly, I have a feeling. I think as people play through the game, the interest is gonna drop, because I think a lot of people are gonna realize that it's just the same old game and there's really nothing new about it. And yeah, there's some people that have never played through it and it's their first time playing the game, and for them it's probably going to be really exciting in a way, and they might play and stuff, but who knows how long that's really gonna, because I think a game like Guild Wars or Guild Wars 2 or whatever, you know, the idea of having constant updates coming, or like, I don't know, a way to know that there's you know, updates coming into the game or expansions coming or something. I think that keeps the interest going for a lot of people in a game like Guild Wars 1 and 2. So not having anything concrete, I think, is going to make the hype. Like right now people are still hyped for it and people are playing it and whatever, right? Like it's a big thing, but I think it's going to get to the point where a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, you had to look for the good stuff on Centaur outside of story. Some of them would talk about stuff during events. Yeah, and there you know, when you look around you could find some stuff, but it wasn't like it wasn't like a main point, you know what I mean? SWTOR again have been focusing on the imperial image, so that's been fun. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just, anytime I play that game, I play that game for about a week and then I just get really tired of it. Unfortunately, I wish I could like it more, but it's just this stupid tap targeting combat that's really, again, it's the same issue that I have with Final Fantasy XIV. It's a similar issue that I have with ESO. It's just the combat. It's just, it's the main part of the game, and it's one of the things that's really boring to me. It's really boring. Oh, there's a bear up there. I never knew that. Can I just hide in here? I just didn't want these guys to go away.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Well, Carl, you please. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I don't care. Can't even buy any of this stuff. And that's a small shield. I don't want that. That's a medium shield, but I don't care. I want a big shield. I want a big old shield. I don't know where I can get one. I've never played. People are right. I'm midway through chapter 2 of NVIDIA GeForce RTX, and it truly is the best story. Yeah, the stories are fun in there, but I just, you know, I don't know. I'm not, and I don't have time to play another MMO that I'm gonna drop again anyways, so I'm trying to like focus on games that I know I'm gonna play for a long time. That's why I'm kind of like, sometimes I force myself to just play Guild Wars 2, even though I really don't maybe want to play it. Like I want to play something else, but I'm like, man, I'm just wasting my time in these other games because I'm just gonna replay the same shit again. And yeah, I don't know. If it had better combat, I would really like SWTOR, but I don't. It does not, and I don't care. Well, I never really treat MMOs, but I just, you know, I've played those games so much. I'm like, I can focus on something else. Like, there's other games that I haven't played through that I maybe should play, you know. I mean, it's also different for me because I just, you know, I have like a full-time job and I'm working on videos all the time and I'm streaming and like those things. So I kind of have to like be selective of the things that I play in my off time anyways. Oh god. Oh god. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Awesome. That was a lot of damage. Oh god. Change keybinds and I don't know if changing keybinds would really change it for me because you still have to press all the freaking buttons and I hate having to like mouse over the buttons and pressing them or pressing the number buttons or whatever. Like it's just the way that the combat feels. It's a tap target game and it's not actiony at all. And it just drives me crazy. It's boring to me. It just makes the whole thing really boring. I don't know. Might just be me too, I don't know. But yeah, I would really love like an action style Star Wars game. Wow, they blew up their friend over here in the corner. Look at him, he's like all sprawled out. This guy right here, he died. Yeah, ow. Ow. Yeah, to me that's not actiony though. If I have to like press buttons in a row like that, not really. I don't know. I guess to me it's more about like the movement. It's not really about pressing the buttons, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, thinking about it, I'm like, well, I press buttons in Guild Wars 2 as well. I guess it's just really the movement and the way that you, like, engage with enemies and stuff. Ooh-ah. Ooh-ah. Haha. Combo! Oh. Oh, broke my... broke my everything. Jesus. I mean, the comfort is good, but it just, you know, it just doesn't sound to me action-y. Like having all the buttons around like W, A, S, and D to make a combo is kind of strange, but you know, whatever. I mean, if you're having fun with it, it's whatever. I just don't think I can jump into it. I play a couple of games here and there, like just to kind of spend my evenings when I get home from work. But yeah, I don't know. Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars 2, Elden Ring has just kind of been it for me. I want to get into some other games. I'm gonna be doing some playthroughs. I need to get all these videos done that I have planned. I have so many videos planned. I started writing a little bit of the script of the next video after this one that I'm doing. But I've been wanting to make that video that I'm working on right now for a long time. And it's really long and there's a lot of parts to it, and I think everyone's gonna hate it. I think what's gonna happen is I'm very excited for it, and I think that I make like a great point in it, and I think there's gonna be so many negative comments from people. They're gonna be like, "You're fucking crazy. This is stupid, and I hate you." I think that's what's gonna happen. But I just want to get it out there, you know, whatever. Even if it doesn't land with people. Finally a game where I don't have or use that setup, and I find myself using my mouse to click somewhere far away and watch my character walk there. I do that too. Give me all of the runes. I gotta use those at some point. I like using them in bulk, using the whole thing and getting like 3 or 4 levels. All right. What else can I do? I could jump up here. Yeah, I'm not gonna stream too long today. I gotta get a haircut at some point in time, but I don't know when. I'm hoping this week, but who knows? I'm yawning like I didn't sleep enough. I slept more than. I gotta find some great shield. Where do I find a great shield? But I won't be liar if I don't like it. And that's fine. I don't mind when people criticize my videos, you know. It just kind of sucks because I feel like I don't know. I think the problem with some of my videos is that I sometimes have a good point, but I don't know how to articulate it properly. And so I kind of sit there and I like talk around the point, trying to like make sense of some stuff. And I just don't make that. Like make the actual point. Just like kind of talk around it. And I don't know. So it's very let's see. I'm gonna look for some of these shields that I know I can probably find around here. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's what pretty much that's what a lot of people do, right? Like a lot of people just kind of are like, well, I don't. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so the one great shield that I can get right now, I need to get dropped from these guys. Okay, I just wanted to look at that. I mean, the thing is, there's people that really that do that, right? They just shit all over other people's stuff just because they don't like something or whatever, even though someone might have put a lot of effort into it. I don't know. I just think that with that video, the video is really long. I talk about a lot of different things, a lot of different like evidence, as I call it. But some people might just call bullshit and just might say like, you're reading way too much into all of this, and this is not at all what this is about. So like, none of this really makes sense. I feel like people are just gonna say that, but to me, it's a video that I've been wanting to get done, and it's just taken me a long time. And then after that, there's really cool videos that I've planned that I think a lot of people are gonna be like, whoa, that's awesome. Like, I haven't thought about that. And then after I can get these videos done, I will be able to finally sit down and record the new playthrough series, because I've been wanting to do that for a while. All right, I gotta kill. I gotta get to the point where I get. Why am I lagging so much right now? But with the newest video having like really taken off as much as it has, I really want to keep the hype going. And I think right now would be a good time to release a big video. Like, it's gonna be a pretty big video. Like I said, it's like 9 pages, 8-9 pages that I'm at right now. I don't even want anything. Do I want anything from her? Maybe there's some that I can use. Hold on.
I dare say you're well, but one must. I was as a revive. You still. Very well, but I refuse to anticipate.
Oh yeah. Oh, this. Oh yeah, I was gonna say this I need intelligence for, and I'm not doing that. And then hopefully, you know, we can get to the point where ArenaNet is gonna. I really want them to start teasing the new content at some point, so we can make some speculation videos on it. But that's not necessarily like, it doesn't need to be. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna try to get a great shield. Pivot to give take a dervish when I do make a nightfall character. So many people are doing not dervish characters. I'm doing the dervish. I mean, I'm gonna be doing a dervish character too when I'm playing through Nightfall. But that's only because I've never really. I used to, like a long time ago, I had a level 20 dervish that I had for a long time, but then I've deleted so many characters, just like in Guild Wars 2. I've just deleted so many characters in favor of just making something new. But I really want to I don't know, I really want to make a dervish character. It's gonna be a little bit different than other dervishes, I guess. But yeah, I've had so many comments of people saying like, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a dervish. I'm doing a playthrough. I'm doing a dervish. I'm like, is everyone doing dervish? Like, that's kind of crazy.
Only to have their own. Did you know it's quite a lark when you think about it?
For being necro, but necro / dervish is probably the better combo because of soul reaping. Maybe just time to add a side story. Well, it depends on what you're trying to do with the necro dervish combo.
that, but I don't have. It's scary. I want to. Can you take?
Because there are certain instances where
Be glad.
really, like, you know, if you're focusing on the scythe gameplay and the like using the flash enchantments and stripping those off of yourself, it's probably the better way to do it is doing a dervish necro rather than a necro dervish, because that scythe gameplay works better on dervish, I think. But you know, if you're doing like if you're doing like magic bait or energy based things, probably necro just for soul reaping, like you said, is better. Maybe if they have time, they'll add a side story. Maybe. I would like that. They used to do those a lot more back in the day. I would actually. Oh my god, hello. God, there's so many. I want to kill these guys because I need that sword. Or I need that sword. I need that shield. Jesus. Necro with the scythe. Also, I do like necro. I mean, you could do that. There's a whole build that they made with the what was it, the 10th anniversary or 15th anniversary or whatever, whenever they added those skills in. I think it was the 15th anniversary where they added those skills in. Because the soul reaping skill is really good for like a scythe, and there's like a whole scythe build that you can do out of it. Yeah, not really doing anything. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I'm trying to do like a healer with it. So I'm thinking of doing like a dervish mesmer for energy management, having the mesmer secondary, and then doing like wind prayers with Duena form to make a healer out of. But we'll have to see how effective it is. It would definitely be different, you know, than what other people have been doing. Because I like the idea of making a magical dervish. Oh god, oh god, oh god. No, stop it! Ah. I found I like mostly melee characters and guilds in combat, even though enemies kick your ass with range. Yeah, that's kind of what you have to like. Your team setup is important as well, because I feel like a group setup. None of them drop their shields. That's annoying. I'm gonna have to farm those until I get that shield. I really want that shield. But yeah, I think that's where the group setup is important. You know, you need to have like, if you're gonna have a melee character as your main, you definitely need to have like a shutdown line. Like you need to have interrupts and stuff with you. And there's also like a lot of ways that you can support melee too. You know, there's like, if you take some like, you know, Elementalist for example has like double dragon if you're doing fire for example, and that'd be really good on a melee build to have that. All right. Didn't drop. What's the chance? Probably like 1% for that fucking shield to drop. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. What the hell? I was blocking. What in the freaking hell was that? I'm not. I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna. Oh, come on, you guys. But yeah, female Necro Nightfall character, I really like the look of the armor and face hair options. I just don't like. There's a couple of Necro armors that I like. I don't know. I have a female Necro, and female Necros are pretty cool. Male Necros are a little weird. But female Necros are really, really cool, actually. There's a couple armors that I like. But yeah, I have my one female Necro. She's an assassin secondary, and so she uses the like shadow magic line from the assassin. Pretty much, so she's pretty much like the Spectre. She's like a Guild Wars 1 Spectre, where she uses like the shadow magic, but it's really good because she has a lot of energy through soul reaping, so she can use a lot of those spells and stuff. Oh god. I don't want to have to keep grinding this shit. Ah! Come on. Yeah, I was thinking Ellie Dervish as well, but I think I like Necro Derv more. I like the... Yeah, I think Necro Derv is probably better too. I like the... I dislike drop chances. It should be super common for shitty plain version and then low for the superior one. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... It's weird how some of the drop chances are with some of these things. And sometimes it's really strange because like I'll like a super rare item, I'll get like 2 drops in a row when I don't want it, and it happens to me all the time. And then of course when I'm like looking for something, I have to kill like 200 of the enemy to get it. It's just the dumbest thing. So I hate kind of RNG stuff. Is kind of shit to me. Like, to me, it should be something where, you know, early on you can't get the, like, you can get it as a drop or something, like with a low chance of it, but then later on you have a vendor that sells that exact same item. Like, I would be okay with that, you know? I would be like, okay, well then I'll just wait until, like, even if I can't get it now, I'll just wait until later, and then I'll just buy it from the vendor, you know? And that's just like, they don't do that. It's like you have to sit there and you have to farm the same enemies over and over and over and over again. It's like, oh my god. I'm enjoying my assassin monk, basically an assassin with holy magic, focusing on deadly arts, crits, daggers, and smiting. I mean, that's not really focusing when you're using 4 separate lines. To me, like, that's a lot of different things that you're focusing on there. But I like the idea of having like smiting, because there's a lot of like melee smiting things. There's like touch skills that you can use for smiting, and even like certain things that you get, like enchantments you can use on yourself. That's actually kind of good. Oh, she's only level 7. Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure, you know, as you get like higher level and stuff, and you need like elite skills, like you know, obviously you have to like unlock the skills and you know, buy the skills and get elite skills unlocked and stuff. It'll probably, the build will change like 100,000 times before you're done with like, you know, factions or whatever. I don't even want to fight you guys. I just want that shield guy. Yeah. Oh, come on. Someone drop the stupid shield. I'll focus more when she's 20. But will probably purely damage dagger crits. Yeah, so that's why, like, I like the idea because, like I said, I never really knew how crits worked in Guild Wars. And recently I looked up how crits. Oh god, this stupid thing. That's why I keep my cushion that I sit on keeps sliding backwards. That's why the build that I'm looking forward to, because I was looking up recently how crits work and stuff, and I really want to focus on the idea of doing crits. So I'm thinking about like doing something different. Like I said, I'm gonna do an assassin ranger and use a bow and just get like really high crit chance with the bow. Doing like critical strikes really high, and then using putting marksmanship really high and getting like a really like getting max damage bow, and really focus on just like damage and really seeing how much damage I can get out of that, and like trying to see, I don't know what bow attacks there are, but I'm trying to see if I can get like a really quick attacking like bow guy with like critical attacks, because that should do a lot of damage. Come on. Never gonna get the shield. Most builds I've looked into, most I say crits really aren't that great, which is why people paragraphs have said Chris primary or paragraphs better than crits, but oh well. I mean, is it really better on Paragon? I don't know. The crits aren't that great. I don't know, because crits, like, they do way more damage, and they always do the max amount of damage too. And so I don't know. I just want to try it. I don't just see what it is. Maybe it's gonna be really bad, but I've always found that doing crits is like really strong. I mean, assassins can be really strong. So, and there was this for a long time also. I remember in Guild Wars 1 there was this really weird misconception that in hard mode enemies had higher armor. There was this huge thing, and that's why a lot of people always lean towards doing not melee characters, but doing magical, like magic focused, you know, long range characters, because they were like, well, in hard mode enemies have more armor, but that's not true. Apparently they only have like, oh, thank you so much for becoming, oh, Emily, thanks for becoming becoming a member, re-subscribing to membership. But there was this weird misconception for a long time where people were saying like, oh yeah, hard mode has higher armor, which is actually false. So yay, thank you so much, I appreciate it. And you do have one short to watch now that you are back to being a member. Because I did make one members only short, so You get to watch that, my dear. And there will be more. I don't know when, but there will be more. Come on, drop the freaking shield for me. Stop it. I'm doing good. I'm kind of tired today. You know, I worked a lot this weekend, so, and I spend 3 to 4 hours last night and 3 hours today writing my script. So I'm kind of just like, ugh. You know, because it takes a lot to sit there and like coming up with this stuff. Writing, like I just writing is a lot. I've always wanted to be a writer when I was younger, not always, but when I was younger I wanted to become a writer. And then I realized that I had nothing to write about. And now I write just so I can make videos about what I'm writing. Like just put the writing into video. No, I just want to kill that guy. I just want that guy dead. I don't care about the other ones. Oh my god, what a combo. What a combo, you guys. What a combo. Alright, he didn't drop what I wanted anyway, so. Goodbye. Yes, you have to watch it. I think you'll really like it. It's actually, I talked a little bit about some of the stuff that's in the short, but I think you'll really like it. It's like, it's pretty much targeted to exactly like people, I guess people like you, which kind of sounds like prejudice, like not even meaning to, but you know, people that don't know much about Guild Wars 1, but they play a lot of Guild Wars 2, and like how certain items actually connect the world together. So it's kind of cool. That's like your videos always turn out well though. Oh well, thank you. I hope. I was just telling Mish how like I'm kind of scared that a lot of people are just gonna be like, because it's a theory video and it stretches across, like it literally incorporates almost everything. Every expansion in the game is mentioned. Every, like, there's so many different story steps involved in it. There's so many, I talk about Sylvari. I talk about the fractals of the mist. I talk about season 4. I talk about Suwan. I talk about like Iskar, and you know, this video really stretches across so many different subjects. Really, my guy, just really. Come on, one of you guys drop the stupid freaking shield for me. Nope. Also kind of the rest of my family though. My mother wrote poetry, and I swear that's a lot of us. I wanted to be a writer. Worked at some libraries. Mother wrote poetry and put it into a book that's still, oh, that's awesome. It's still in libraries to this day. That's really, really cool. Well, I talked about my great grandfather's book. You know, my sister published it on Amazon. Like, you guys could get it right now. You could get my great grandfather's book that my sister translated into English on Amazon right now. It's available. But it's like World War II related stuff. So I don't know who's into that kind of stuff, but yeah, I don't know. There's gonna be a point where I'm actually gonna write something. I'm actually gonna want to publish some kind of writing, but I think I'm gonna save that till like later in life. I think I'm gonna do that, like when I'm rich and famous. Just kidding. Never gonna get there, but that's okay. Ooh, is it a shield? Did you drop the shield for me? I gotta find out, you guys. I gotta find out what he dropped for me. Yes, he dropped a shield. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye. I got what I came for. Goodbye. Goodbye. Are they still after me? Nope. Cool. Bye. You have my sister's book? I did not know that. Really? You bought my sister's book? I didn't know that you did that. That's crazy. Did you enjoy it? I didn't read it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't read it. There's like, I have like a weird reason why I didn't read it. Okay, so this does not have 100% physical defense, but it does more damage. I'm still gonna try it. I'm still gonna try it, even though it doesn't have like full on. So this doesn't have, okay, so the moveset is different now. Okay. I wanna see. Boom. Boom. So this doesn't block everything. Attack me. Oh, I have shield bash as a skill now? Oh, that's actually really good. New shield, who this? Oh, I actually like that a lot. It might not block 100% physical damage, but it's really strong. I won't deny that. We're just gonna walk around. I hate when I'm stuck on an idea I want to write, but all other ways that I have made it, so not to do that. Just write whatever comes to mind, even if it's shitty, and then make sense of it later. I guess, right? Like, it's kind of weird because I've written, like, there's a couple of short stories that I wrote that I have, like, that I kept, that I just kind of came up with, that not pertaining to anything. It's just stuff that I came up with, but I'm always like, man, I don't know, because I've always wanted to write like a book, but the thing is that I don't think I could sit down and write a book that's like 300 pages long. I feel like by the time that, like, from the time that I start writing this book, by the end of the book, I feel like I would be a different person, and like I would have to go back and rewrite the beginning, because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I would have moved on, like, mentally or like emotionally and spiritually from this idea or something, and I feel like that I'm not fast enough of a writer to get this entire book out. So what I've always wanted to do is, rather than write one story across a whole book, I've wanted to release like a book of like just short stories that I'm writing, like a book of short stories. Just like, you know, I sit down for like a month, I write this really cool story or something that's like a few pages long, boom, and I'm done with that, right? And then like I do a bunch of those, and I have like 30-40 little stories that I put into a little book or something. Like, that's what I've wanted to do. Yes, I bought your sister's book. I haven't read it all yet, and we're gonna, oh, okay, interesting. I love that. I appreciate that. I can appreciate that on like on a different level. I just can't pass up, or I want to write this one thing so badly. I get the fucking plot. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, because I feel like, I don't know how people manage it. Like, when I look at someone like George R.R. Martin, right? Like, when he writes all those books and stuff, like, you know, across like the series, across like hundreds of pages, hundreds of like, just, you know, dozens of characters, and like all this stuff, like how to keep it all, like, you know, feeling the same. Like, in my opinion, when you read a book, you should have the same you should have the same feeling that you, when as you read the book, like reading the first page as you read the last page. Because I feel like if the writing is like really shitty on like the first couple pages, but it gets really good later on, that's kind of bad, because you lose people. They're never going to finish your book because you lose them in the first half of the book, right? And then the other way around is also bad, right? Where like maybe you put all the effort into like the first half of the book, and those pages are really, really good, and then you kind of burn out because you're just trying to kind of finish it, and you kind of lose the plot a little bit, and you kind of forget what you're writing about, and and characters are just making like weird things are happening because you're just kind of writing whatever, and you're like in a weird or like maybe even the in between part is kind of weird or whatever, right? Because then people are gonna be like, oh god, it started out so good and now I'm reading this and it just kind of sucks, you know? Like, so I would want my book to be strong from page 1 to page 350 or whatever, right? And I don't think that I could ever be able to do that. So the only thing that I ever want to do is just write a bunch of short stories that are a few pages long, and then just, you know, and I feel like that would be really cool, because you get these different snippets of, like, you know, maybe there's a kind of a depressing story in there, or maybe there's like a story of hope in there, and it's like you get these different stories that are all like evoke different emotions in people, which I think I would be better at doing. I think when it comes down to something like writing, you really have to find what works best for you. And I think as I write these scripts, and as I've been learning a lot more about like writing these scripts and stuff like that, and working on the videos that I make, I've really realized that I think that's the kind of writer that I would be. I would be the kind of writer that I can't do a story that's, you know, I could maybe have some stories that are related to each other, that maybe take place within the same realm or whatever, right, in the same like sphere, and maybe there's like overarching characters, maybe, where it's like, oh, we have this one side character in one story, but it turns out to be like the main character of their own story, like later on or something, right? But have these stories kind of be independent of each other, and tell different things, right? Like something like that. I could see that for sure. J.K. Rowling is the greatest example. Whatever your thoughts of her in real life, all the characters felt familiar each book. Yeah, and it's just kind of, it's kind of weird, because it seems like those writers have like this, and I don't know what their method is. I don't know if they sit down and they make like a spreadsheet of like, okay, this is what each character is, and this is what I want their character arc to be like, and so they kind of lay it out that way so that they can keep it, you know, consistent with like all the way through writing this. Or if they just internalize it, like they imagine it, so like she imagined exactly how she wants Hermione to be as a character, and so she's like, I know I'm gonna write her because this is exactly like, this is how I wanted her, this is how I imagined her as a character. I don't know, but I feel like I would even if I were to sit down and do that, I would find myself by the end of the book probably writing a different character, and I feel like that's not fair to the reader, and that's not fair to the character of the story and the story itself, you know? So and then H.P. Lovecraft, all of his stories always have such awesome atmosphere. You get the vibe of his world immediately. I've never read any of his stuff. Like, I know of his stuff, and I've watched movies based on his stuff, and I know some of the lore of his stuff, but I've never actually read any of his. I'm not a reader, just so you guys know. I don't read, like, ever. I don't read books and stuff. So, Stephen King is of his world, while Hermione is specific for the reflection of herself, basically. Yeah, I'm sure it was, right? Like, having the main female character in the story or whatever, you know? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe. So maybe at some point I will do that. I think, like I said, right now my focus is really my my channel. But if that ever shifts in a way, ooh, perfect. I got some smithing stones. How many of those do I have? I have 10. Actually, I think I'm gonna go and change that. I just don't like reading, you guys. Reading really bores me. I don't know what it is. I think I have, I think there's a lot more mentally going on with me than I've ever really like cared to not talk about, but like, I guess discover about myself, or like work on myself in a way. It's just, the thing is, reading makes me incredibly tired. So usually within 2 pages of reading, I get tired. I get to the point where I would just want to sleep. And it's every time. Doesn't matter if I just got up if I got 20 hours of sleep, it doesn't matter. I literally, I will, like, it makes me incredibly tired. And then half the time I can't retain what I read. I don't know if it's like ADHD that I have. I never claimed that. I would never claim to have ADHD. It's never, I know there's a bunch of people out there that say that they have certain things, but they've never been diagnosed with them. But for me, it just bores the crap out of me reading. I'm gonna be honest, like, it's just, I can't. This greatsword is really good, actually. Oh, thank you! Killing them for me. So kind of you. Ow. Rude. Oh my god, I have the heavy roll. I didn't even realize I did until just now. Got her. And of course, Gary Gygax. I don't know. Gygax? Gyjax? I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, I'm doing a heavy roll. This is not good. Oh, I'm just gonna change back to my old helmet. Change back to my old helmet. And I got my medium roll back. Yay! If you ever get a chance to read, you'll truly has been across video game media. Oh, I know he has. I know that. I know how much influence he's had on a lot of any horror. Like 95% of horror in games is based off of something that he has written. Like it's kind of crazy, but yeah, I don't actually read, so I could do audiobooks. I'm sure people do some really good audiobooks for his stuff, so I might get into that. Oh, his Dungeons and Dragons creator. Got it. Okay. All right, this guy is probably gonna kick my ass, but oh my goodness, those Crucible Knights are raw. Why is that in my other? Why is that? I don't know why it's. It was in the right hand. I don't know why I thought it was in the wrong hand. Estate. Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of people borrow off of that. You know, I like certain horrors that deviate a little bit from that, that kind of take that, but take it a different route. Like, you know, we talked about Bloodborne earlier, you know, and I like how Bloodborne takes the, like, Cthulhu-esque feel of it, but it also makes it kind of feel like its own thing. It doesn't... obviously, you can see that there's influence of H.P. Lovecraft in there, right? Like, that's pretty obvious. But it also feels very much its own thing in a lot of different ways. Which is really cool. I really like that. Like putting a spin on something, so it doesn't feel like it's directly copied off of it. Oh. Okay. What can I do? Oh, hello. Get out of here. Sorry, buddy. You're coming after me. I don't know what to tell you. He was vicious coming after me. Hello.
Not names, but let me ask, are you here? Does your fate, despite the... Yeah, takes me back. Any interest?
Yeah.
Now's the time to...
I guess I have parry. Fields. I could do like a kick or something as well. definitely want to do parry, and I'm gonna get kicked for sure.
Well,
Shield bash is pretty good though right now. Shield bash I'm pretty okay with right now. I'm gonna do dexterity. Gotta get that extra. Alright, let's go fight this guy up here. I don't care what he is. Goodbye. Still the worst move ever in the game. This is what I want Guild Wars 2 to be more like. More like? I mean, you haven't even seen. Oh my god! I didn't know that he would. Oh my god! I didn't think he would get summoned this early. Thought I still had some room until. Yeah, shield crash, fucker. Bam. Take this. And this. Do it. Do it. Hit me. Oh god. Don't hit me. Stop hitting me. Ow. Oh no, there's lava. Shield. Shield crash. Ow, 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 ow. Aha. I can do it too. What I want Guild Wars to be more like. Make it more like a Souls-like, or our own custom character builds based on archetype with skills to learn from NPCs. Bring the original Guild Wars 2 skill learning back in Guild Wars 1 skill learning and put it into 3D. Aren't they like very different from each other? The skill learning from Guild Wars? Maybe it's not. Reduces stamina, enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blockers. Nah. I mean, I don't know. Guild Wars 1's skill learning is really boring. Because all you do is buy the skill at a skill vendor. So to me, that seems really boring. I don't know how I would want people to learn skills. I like the idea of, I mean, so like, if, I don't know, I would like it to be, because Guild Wars 1 has like skill quests. I kind of would like that to be a thing again, like learning certain skills. Learning certain skills based on like what quests you do or something would be kind of nice. I got you. You fight an NPC and you talk to him and learn a skill. That's kind of cool. I like that idea.
Here to learn.
I like the idea of doing a quest. I don't know why I talked to him. I did not want to talk to him. I like the idea of doing quests to get skills. I think I like that because it kind of feels earned. I like the way that Guild Wars 1 does the elite skills, where you have to capture those. That to me feels really cool too. I think that's a very like. Can't pause right now. It sucks. Wow. Oh, come on. Jeez. I don't know. So I think there's different ways that they could do it, but or combine open worlds with hero challenges. Sometimes a random badass NPC spawns in the event. You win against them and learn their shit, stuff like that. I think it would be kind of cool. I think having maybe the ability. I kind of what I would like them to do when it comes to classes in general. Oh, this guy heard the bell ringing. Come on, my friend. Come on, come on. You know you want to. Yeah. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh my god, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Something about skill learning. Oh, what I would like them to do, honestly, is I would like them to do what Final Fantasy XIV does, where you can be any class, and you just kind of switch over your build to that class. I mean, I think that would be so nice in Guild Wars 1 to be able to, or in Guild Wars 3. I mean, that's how, for when it comes to like combat and stuff, there's a lot of different ways they could do it. Obviously, I kind of want them to retain the action-y style that Guild Wars 2 has. I think maybe having not necessarily like a group setup like in Guild Wars 1. I don't think that like having group-based combat is the best, but I think maybe having a mode where that is like possible, where you could take like NPCs with you and stuff, would be really cool. Dual classing, I think they should definitely do dual classing. I think really a lot of people have been asking for that for even in Guild Wars 2, and I think that you know, as you know, eventually I'm gonna work on another dual classing video for Guild Wars 2, but you know, I haven't in forever, and I keep making promises that I'm gonna work on it, but I haven't. But at some point in time, I probably will. But I think with that series so far, I've already proven that pretty much there is indeed like dual classing in Guild Wars 1 or in Guild Wars 2, and it's pretty much like they should have done it kind of thing. That's a medium shield. I don't want that. Like they could have really done the elite specializations as dual classes. I think that would have landed a lot better with people if they had been like straight up like, hey, these are like we're combining classes. Yeah, EverQuest Next was going to do it that way. Couldn't switch in combat, but during rest, EverQuest Next was never made. Ranger class video for EverQuest was fucking epic. Yeah, I remember that was one that I was kind of following for a while, and then it kind of died before they even got anything done with it. So it kind of sucks. But give it your all. I will. Yeah, there you go. Got him out.
Well,
Feature. I don't think we'll ever get. Do you think we'll ever get a proper dual classing as an exchange feature, or instead of elite specs or new weapons, something entirely different new? I don't think they will. I think Guild Wars 2 is now. You know, if Guild Wars 2 was newer, I would be like, yeah, maybe they are, but I think they've kind of figured out what they want to stick with. I don't think they're gonna go deviate from something like that all of a sudden. Like that they're all of a sudden gonna say, okay, we're not doing elite specializations anymore. We're now going into doing dual classing or something. Like I don't think they're ever gonna do something like that. just because of... I'm not going into those catacombs. I just realized that those are skeletons and they're going to be annoying as fuck to fight, and I'm not even going to worry about it. Just because I think that I think they're at the point now that even if they're not working on another game, I don't think they want to start something completely new for Guild Wars 2 like that. I think I think they're done with trying like completely new systems. Maybe, you know, depending on how long we have with Guild Wars 2, maybe at some point in time they're going to introduce something different, but I think right now ArenaNet is kind of focused on, you know, we have good systems in place and we just want to continue those using those same systems and improving on those systems. I think, you know, that's what they're kind of trying to do. Like an idea I've had for a while now is that instead of a new weapon release, we get henchman hero as a new elite weapon elite spec. Basically, heroes who joins us using their own skills weapons. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that idea will ever come to fruition. I think the way that the game is just set up, because I don't think that they want to balance the game around, hey, well, what if this person is using their henchmen, or like, it, you know, it would feel really weird, for example, because they would be like, oh, we're gonna disable the henchmen in anything but open world, right? Because like, it would kind of defeat the purpose, I feel like, of having a henchman, because then, you know, the end game is really designed to be group content, and they never wanted to do it as in like, oh, you can do it all solo. I think that was one mistake that they kind of realized that they did with Guild Wars 1, where now Guild Wars 1 can be like, all of it can be completely played as a solo game, which really limits the interactions and the MMO aspect of it, right? And I don't think they want to do that. Oh, I don't have enough. So I think, you know, and then it kind of would feel weird, because it's like, okay, if we have henchmen in the game, what's the point in having, why is this not, oh, because I'm in the wrong menu. You know, what's the point in having a henchman if for the important parts that we need a henchman for, we can't use it? You know what I mean? I feel like that would just kind of be a waste of resources. Yeah, so it's unfortunate, but it's just kind of like, you know, the content that would be played, that you would need a henchman for, is designed to be group content anyways, and they're not gonna do like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like these henchmen, and that like you can have like, you can go into fractals with like 4 other henchmen. ArenaNet is never gonna do that. They're never gonna make it like solo play. The reason why it worked that way in Guild Wars 1 as well is because it's like a dungeon crawler type game where everything is instanced. So that kind of, you know, that kind of works out in a way. But just the way that Guild Wars 2 is designed, I don't think we're ever gonna see that. Like they tried to do that with the little summons that we could get during like season 3 and season 4 and stuff. You could get these little summons, right? That you could bring into battle, like the Sunspear Paragon support, or the like Raven, or the like there's like different things that you can summon. During season 4 they had like the one guy that could revive. Who was the one that could revive you or something? They had that, but they kind of nipped that in the bud like super early on, where they made it like, oh, this only lasts for like 2 minutes, and then you can't summon it again for 30 minutes. And it's just kind of like, what's the point in that? Whee! Well, so I was thinking about that too. One thing that I would really like to see is, I would like to see the like procedural dungeons kind of like solo gameplay thing. Like I would like to see that. I forgot what that's called in like in like Final Fantasy 14. I know like different games do that where they have these different. I love that my helpers are just hanging out in there doing whatever, fighting like random enemies. Really good, really good stuff there, you guys. Oh, now you guys know what I'm doing. Oh, ow. But Final Fantasy 14 has that where it's actually really cool. Where you go in and you're like level 1 and you have to like level up and you find equipment and you have to like level through, but you can find like items or like resources or something that you can use outside of that area, and that's really cool. I think Guild Wars 1 really has something that they could do there. Yeah, the little endless dungeon, whatever that's called. The endless dungeon in 14 was always so fun, and it's a great challenge, you know, and there's like different builds that you can do for it and stuff. I think that would be really cool if they added that. And perhaps for something like that, I could maybe see like a henchman. Maybe you can unlock a henchman or a henchman or something, you know. It's like where like as you move on through it, you can like unlock a henchman for it and it makes it easier for you or something. I don't know. Replace fractals in dungeons with that, please. Well, I don't know. I think fractals are still some of the best content in all of Guild Wars, in my opinion. All right, I'm definitely gonna put that on. I think fractals, honestly, is some of the best content in Guild Wars. It's really because it's like there's like difficulty to it. You have like a ladder you can climb, so there's a goal to go for. There, you know, it's an increased difficulty, so you have to learn the mechanics get harder and harder as you get higher tiers. You need more agony infusion, so there's like, you know, all the money that you're making, there is a reason to do all of it and to use the resources that you're getting, all the money, all the infusion things and stuff like that. You have to like go in and like use all of it, and the setup there is really cool. I really wish they would increase it to like 200, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. I just wish fractals had some redesign. I hate agony resist mechanic and I hate the anomalies. Yeah, well, those are the main things as you climb the ladder, though. I actually, while I don't like, actually, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go south. Actually, the agony. I mean, the agony resistance is like not a big deal. You just have to. You can literally buy it on the trading post, right? Like, you just add those in. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And the anomalies, I mean, the anomalies, I think they could always, I think they can work all the time. Like, I wish they would like update those on like a regular basis, or like have them rotating and like more often, or add more effects and stuff. Nurse that add dungeons into it because dungeons are dead and people truly only play them when arena holds a dungeon event. These are huge RAM, and yeah, add hundreds level. Does the agony resistance really need a huge revamp? How would you revamp it? What would you change about it? Haha. I'm blocking his attacks with my great. Look at that! Oh, he gets deflected off. Isn't that? Oh my god, I am having a lot of fun with that. That is joyous. Joyous seeing this guy getting blocked like that. Yeah, you can't get through my great shield, fucker. Get out of here. Dare will. Haha! You got nothing. Make it account wide so I don't have to get an all, so I want to play fractals. Well, and that's the thing. Like that, I think that's one of the reasons that the way that like certain gear works, the way that like bag slot expansions work, bags in general, salvaging kits, uh harvesting tools, like those, I think all of those really speak to like what I said earlier, where I want Guild Wars 3 to be almost like you only have one character, or you can, you can have multiple characters, but most people will probably only focus on one character, and you can swap your classes, right? Because that's the only reason why we swap characters in Guild Wars 2 for the most part, is because we want to play a different race or class. You know what I mean? Fashion doesn't matter. I mean, with the fashion templates coming in, they're probably going to be very easy to swap around anyways. So wardrobe template in the upcoming, no, that it's coming with the upcoming update. I'm pretty sure it comes with the first, I think it's with the first update, right? Like the one that's coming like next month or whatever. I want to say, I think that's coming soon. The whole system just needs to change. I'm not the only one who thinks that. Yeah, I just, like I said, I just wish that, I don't know, there's like certain things that Arena and I kind of really fucked up on. Like the mastery system is total garbage. I feel nothing with the mastery system. I feel no sense of accomplishment when I get, like, level it up. It just is, oh god, they should have done something completely different with it, I don't know. So there's a couple of things I think that they made like big mistakes on that they can 100% learn from, and Agony could be one of those. I mean, that could be a system that they can't change, right? Because obviously they're going to be looking at other things to change in future updates and future expansions and stuff like that, and maybe that'll be one of them. I mean, you talked about like dungeons being added to fractals, right? That might be a thing, because they're adding right now, they're adding strikes to raids and calling it raid encounters, which I think is a super smart move. So maybe they're going to do the same thing for dungeons. I think that's a big possibility of them doing that. But I think dungeons would need a massive overhaul in order for that to stick. They would need a massive overhaul. I think the only one that could sustain that would be okay with being like that, being added like that, would be Ascalonian Catacombs. Other than that, all the other ones have major problems, issues, bugs, and just overall like balancing issues that really need to be addressed before any of that can happen. And I'll try out quick play. Oh yeah, me too, 100%. 100% I'm gonna try out quick play. Get out of here. We don't want you here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I love how enemies are really designed to interrupt you at just a perfect moment, but if you're using ashes, that doesn't work out because the ashes do the exact same thing. So it's always a very clashing thing of systems that happens there. It's really funny, and I see that happen all the time. That's why using like summons like that is actually really strong. Oh god. Oh god. No. You defeated one of my EM. Take this. Oh god. Take this. Yeah, shield to the face. Ooh. Imagine Mastery System in Guild Wars 3 where we learn the Itzel language, and also because of that, some Itzel teaches each class a unique skill. Oh, that'd be kind of cool. I would like that a lot, actually. Like, each class gets their own, like, little unique utility skill or something that they can learn. I think I would really like that. But yeah, the whole language thing, like I said, I thought it would work out a little bit more like how, like, the old, like, Hylian language works, how they do that in, like, Wind Waker, where you have to, like, unlock the letters to be able to read the language. Like, I thought it was going to be something like that, you know, but it was not at all. I was like, okay, what does that mean? The mastery system could have been something completely different, and it just feels so useless. It's so dumb. It's one of the worst designed systems in Guild Wars 2 right now. Those things you saw make me think of Hydlik. Well, they're like weird, like goblin creatures. So they should really make you think more of Asura. Little Asura creatures. I don't know if that's better than what I have. I don't think it is. Oops. Okay, well, I'm just gonna buy those. Just so I have it. Because when I get a new shield, I'm gonna have to level it up. Yeah, with the way they do collections in Guild Wars 2 now, the Mastery Fits the language could have easily unlocked 28-step collection where you had to learn each letter. Oh, that would be cool. I mean, I don't know about, like, 28. Like, maybe you know, that would be kind of crazy. But have it where you, like, every step you learn a couple of letters. You know what I mean? Ooh. That's a medium shield. Okay, never mind. And you have to do, like, different things, and then that actually allows you to, like, fully understand and, like, have conversations with them, meaning that you unlock the ability to do certain things in the village, right? And, like, I don't know, I think that would be sorry, Ghost Turtle. Maybe 9 steps. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it was something like that. Though the idea still stands, right? The idea is still the same. But yeah, I don't know. It's just the mastery system is total garbage. So I'm hoping, and that's why I don't want ArenaNet to add something like, oh yeah, we're gonna not do elite specialization. You know, we're done with new systems, and I think ArenaNet has realized this, and I think ArenaNet has really sat down and they're like, you know what, we need to stop adding things into the game. We need to just chill out with adding new things, and we just need to take what we have and update it. So I could see a Fractals rework. I could see an Agony Resistance rework. You know, those things. Bam. Tengu. Well, we all know Guild Wars 2 is going to take place in the past. We're all going to be forced to play Tengu, and all NPCs are Tengu. Tengu. I mean, how likely do you guys think? How likely do you think it's going to be that we will see, like, more than 5 playable races? Okay, here's a question. Here's a question. If you had to take one race away from the currently playable races and replace it with Tengu, which one would it be and why? Like, we have to keep it at 5 races, but we really want to add Tengu because people have been asking for Tengu a lot. Which one do you take away? I think most people would all answer the exact same one, or a majority of people would answer the same one, because I think we can all agree that there's one particular race that if you look at the races as a whole, doesn't add that much to the entire idea of the races. Yeah, and there you go. And that's exactly it, right? Like, Norn were originally supposed to be these guys, these people that could like transform into animals, and they had this whole thing, where, they were supposed to be like these solo hunters, and they didn't have armies and stuff like that. But let's be real, in Guild Wars 2 they have completely shifted away from that, right? Now they're just big drunk humans. That's all they are, right? That's all they pretty much are. Even with Icebreath Saga, they tried to expand on the lore a little bit there, but they didn't really do that much in general with them. And so I think I think most people would agree on that. If we had to keep it at 5 races only, I think they would take away Norn and add Tengu, because Tengu feels so much more unique than Norn do in the grand scheme of things. My God, can I please attack? It's just, it's always something with these guys. Here, have this, have a shield. It's like I'm trying to talk at the same time and it's just not working for me. Whee! Ah, I thought I was... Wow, I got skewered. So freaking rude! Rude! We did great. That was fun. That was a good old time. In Guild Wars 2, you could easily add Norn as a subrace of human. You could make that... I don't know. I don't know about that. Just the way that, like, Guild Wars is very story-driven and stuff, and I feel like people really get attached to that. I don't think I would call them a subrace, because they're, like... In lore, they're really far removed from humans. They're closer to Coden, which are polar bears. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if I would want to make something like that. But it would depend on, like, how they execute it as well. I love how, like, he's just standing there. Let's go down. On top of that, make an awakened subrace as a choice for human during character creation. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of, I mean, sub races, you know, like, kind of maybe have, like, where you pick out, you know, and your character is from, like, has, like, different origin points, so you end up having, like, different looks to them. You know, a lot of games kind of do that, where, like, you know, you can be a human, but if you're human from the south, you now have, like, browner skin or whatever, right? Like, darker features. Because you're from the desert region and that's what they look like in the desert or whatever, right? Like, they could definitely do something like that, but I don't know. It really depends on, like, what kind of game. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I think I'm just not gonna do this. Hello. Yeah, but that's the thing is, like, I think that would be... I think adding specifically Norn to that is different. Like, adding Norn to human as a subrace instead of making Norn their own thing is a little bit disingenuous to... Because, like, I get awakened, right? Because you can be, as a human, you can be awakened, right? So I can kind of get that, right? But, like, Norn and humans have nothing to do with each other. Right? That's kind of like saying, like, they can add, you know, to give another example, like, you could add Tengu as a subrace for Char because they use the same skeletons and they kind of, like, you know, there you go. Like, it's just a different animal race. You know, instead of a cat person, you're a bird person, right? Like, and that's very unfair, I think, to the lore of the game to do something like that, you know? Can only make humans. I don't know. I don't know about that. You wouldn't be surprised? You really don't think that the multiracial thing is like really landed with people? I don't know. Do you really think they would do step back with they would do a step back with Guild Wars 3 and say, "Hey, we're just going to do one character"? I mean, it makes it easy on voice acting because you really only need like maybe they give you a couple of options for voices or whatever. So maybe like, you know, male and female each have like 3 voice options. Wow, I got it completely, my horse got skewered. Wow, it's hacking away at the foot. Alright. Going in here. But perhaps they do the combat tonic idea, but even better, where they have their own voices and stuff, at least for combat and random interactions with the way. Yeah, I wish they had more of that. I wish there was a way that they could do the voices for combat tonics, and maybe also have like a way to have combat tonics always like active. Like almost like an outfit in a way, where I could say like, hey, I'm wearing this outfit, and this outfit now as a human is a char outfit, and so my voice automatically changes to that voice of this char or something. I could kind of see that being a thing, you know, and then maybe have it where you can unlock different races as you play through the game, right? And you can have like, oh, okay, well, if you do this like long quest line or whatever, you can unlock the Sylvari as your new combat, you know, combat creature tonic thing or whatever, right? Like something like that. I mean, I could see that being a thing too. I wouldn't be against that. So not that it's part of your character like creation thing, but it's just something that you can do where you can transform into a different creature of a different race or something, and you can like modify it. Oh my god, there's a lot happening here. I hate this. I'm dead. Yeah, but even then you have to like kind of activate it every time you switch maps. You have to activate that toy. So anytime I switch maps, I'd be out of the I'm out of the combat tonic, right? And that really sucks to me. You know, I want it to be like an automatic thing that just happens. I don't want to have to like anytime I zone somewhere and we move. Like, let's be real. How many times like Guild Wars 1 doesn't have a large open world, right? It's all zones. And we zone around all the time, like, right? It was like, oh, we're done with this, we're gonna move on to this, or, you know, we're doing this story step and we're going into here, and we're doing, you know, oh, I gotta go to my bank, so I gotta go into the you know, Mistlock Sanctuary or whatever, right? And it's just like, that's why I don't use combat tonics, because it's like I have to constantly activate it. Oh, like I just constantly have to do the effort of like, I'm like, I don't want that. It's boring. That's stupid to me, you know? So I wish they would improve on that system. Like I said, I think instead of one of the things, and I said this years ago now, I talked about this. I really think that the combat tonic should be the new, really, I mean, this is, I can't even move, like, this, I can't do anything. I'm dead. Wow. I just, there's nothing I could do. I was like, they were so in sync. Like, anytime I blocked, they would just attack, and I was just, bro, what the fuck? Need like a wardrobe option? Yeah, something like that. I like, but I've always said that I think, I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna go up here. I think what I would want ArenaNet to do is to make combat tonics like the new infusions. Right, like overhaul the combat tonic system, make it something like outfits, make it something where you like you said, where you have like voice lines attached to it or whatever. And it can be random. It doesn't have to be like, oh, when you use this specific skill, it says this specific line. But maybe if you're like, you know, I can outrun a centaur, for example, right? Which is a voice line that happens when you get swiftness, right? You can add that in, right? You could use that. So do something like that, you know, and have the combat tonic be like the new, oh, this is a rare, like there's a rare drop of getting this really cool combat tonic, and this combat tonic now transforms you into this whole thing. And it doesn't even have to, I don't even care, like I know it'd be way too much money to have it like change all of the voice lines in the story and stuff to be something. Maybe they could have something that puts a filter on your voice where you get like your voice just sounds different all of a sudden or something, you know, where it has like a voice filter on it, like a robotic voice or something, you know. But I would just want something that maybe gives you some cool like combat lines and have it like work differently. This one does like bleeding, doesn't it? Yeah, this has blood loss. It'd be kind of interesting to try. What is the skill on this? Shield bash. I want to try that out. I'm just going to try this out. I want to see how much the blood loss really helps. I can't get out. Where's the big guy? I know he's around here somewhere. Hello? Hello? He's around here somewhere. Hello? There he is. No. Oh god, that didn't work out for me at all. Interesting. Small shield, so it moves much faster. Oh, hello. Oh god. What? I'm blocking. Oh, I'm not. Oh my god, I'm not dual wielding it. Jesus, I'm like, why am I not blocking? Voice line is like somewhere like Tengu when in Tengu form, even though choice still call me my original race, I don't care, it's something. Yeah, and I think that would be kind of nice, right? Like I think that's something they could definitely do. I think that's like $1 million idea, because I think people would love that. People would absolutely love that. Like actually having a Coden tonic, combat tonic that would do that, you know, and maybe have it where you have, like, I get that they can't do all the armor sets for all of the like, you know, it'd be combat tonic, right? Like you couldn't change the armor on it, but give me a lot of options on them, right? So give me the combat tonic, but I want this specific model to always pop up, to be the one that I use, right? So you have the Coden tonic, and you have like 3-4 different like highland Coden, and then 3-4 different lowland Coden models that you can use. And then maybe have like, you know, on certain races, for example, you could have like a male and female form, right? Where you can be like, oh, okay, well, I want like, I want this model, but I want it to be the female form. And like you pick that out, and you kind of have this, you know, you have this combat tonic, and it unlocks these different palettes for you, and you just, that's the one you pick, right? And I don't know, I would like that a lot. I think that would be really cool. Okay, I don't have enough. Great, I don't have enough magic to oh god, she killed her own people. She killed her own people. The queen. She's going crazy. Ow! Why does she have perfectly, like, exact aim, exactly where I am? Oh, that was good. That was a really good strike that I did there. Kill your people for me, queen. Go, queen. No, don't kill me. Kill them. Yeah, just like that. Ow. Oh, not like that. Yeah. Ow. She did not like that. She's like, I'm getting up. I don't care what you say. This guy needs to die. Alright, since I can't summon these guys anyways, I'm just gonna use Shield Bash against you. Ooh. Oh, that didn't do it. Ow. Shield Bash! Luckily I blocked with Shield Bash. Really nice. See? That didn't hurt me. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Nope, that's not gonna hurt. Ow. Ooh. I was like, I'm going in. I did it. Slow drawing voice for Quagantonic, high pitched skirt voice. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, there's different ways that they could definitely do that, I think, and they're missing out on a lot there. The whole infusion, like just focusing on infusion. I think ArenaNet, one thing that they really need to figure out is what to go for rewards wise, right? For a long time, like I said, it's always been about, okay, well, add as many infusions as you can, right? It's always like, oh, the thing to go for is infusions. Infusions. Oh, you have an RNG to get this infusion. And it's like, it's getting really boring. We have so many infusions in the game now, and it's like, yeah, I really like the bubble infusion that I got, but it's also, the idea is that it's all led by RNG, right? The idea is that you have to sit there and you have to do something like 100 billion times in order to get it, right? So that's already boring as is. But it's also like, I'm like, oh, it's just another infusion, and it's like every high level character or every like veteran character now looks like a freaking Sun because they have 75 infusions, because it's the only thing to go for. That's the only like big ticket items, end game items to go for, and that to me is really freaking boring. So I really would want them to improve on that and just find something else to go for that could be a rare thing. Like, why does it all have to be infusions all the time? Like, my god. You know, now they're adding like infusions to specific like legendaries, which they did with the gloves, right? It's like, now we're doing those infusions too, and granted those are different because they apply to your weapons and stuff, so that's kind of cool, but I don't even know where I am. Not having a light is really crippling my oh, see, going completely the wrong way. What is there? Not hello? Oh my god, I'm lost, guys. I'm never gonna get out. Oh, here. I was like, I am completely lost. Attack me, dude. I didn't know where the other one was. I was like, I have to dodge out of the way. I don't know. Ooh. Okay, is there anyone else in this? I think that's it, right? Is it over here? Where is the oh, there it is. I do miss that Odyssey is one of the only ones where you don't grind for a very unique weapon or armor. I still think we would think Doing legendary pieces like gloves, that was one done using quickly. It's definitely gonna introduce. Yeah, there's I don't know. I don't want them to really do that because like I said on Discord the other day, I think adding more pieces like that is gonna invalidate all the other pieces. Like, people already don't go for the PvP legendary armor anymore, and now people are probably not gonna go for the gloves of the obsidian armor anymore because there is no point in doing that. You know, you can get way easier ones through doing fractals, right? And if they do that for all of the armor pieces, it invalidates all the other armor pieces, other armors. If they're way easier to get, people are gonna want to do that. Ow. Ooh, God. Ugh. Ow. No, please, I don't want to hug. So fast. Ow. Right in the butt. Oh, that does not. That must feel horrible. Ah. Ah, he's having his revenge on me. Oh, I didn't hit him with that. As long as people get legendary gear in their slots, which is why they're going to do it for all the pieces slowly over time. And if people want to get them the other way, that's their choice. Yeah, but it's just, it should be, when you're adding something like that, there should be like an equal in difficulty to obtain it. You know, if you're adding a choice that's clearly way easier to get, people are gonna go towards that 100% of the time. So then you're invalidating all this other content that you have, and that kind of sucks. You know, it's just I don't want them to invalidate any more content in the game. I want, you know, I don't know. I think, yeah, it's nice to have options, but if you're giving us an option that is way easier to get, then that's not good. Like, that's just not, I don't know. That's a little, because it kind of invalidates, like, I don't know. Yeah, but it's not even like, I don't think people in Guild Wars 2 really care about that too much, because the thing is that you got to understand, like, the Guild Wars 2 community is very casual because of the way that Guild Wars 2 is designed, right? Guild Wars 2 is designed, all of the things that are in Guild Wars 2 are designed to be consumed like very casually, right? There's no gear treadmill. You can turn the game off for a year and then come back. So people don't take it as in like, oh, I want to go for like the prestige and like this is the, like, people, like, the majority of people consume it very casually. So, you know, it's just, it's kind of like, those casual players, what are they going to go for? They're going to go for the easy way of doing this stuff, of getting the items and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like that would be, that's kind of dangerous to do, to introduce all these things and then validating. Like, it's exactly the problem that we have right now with, not exactly the same problem, but you know, it kind of goes back to the idea of, like, you know, they have abandoned the core game so much that the core game kind of sucks now, right? And I feel like they would be doing the same thing if they were to, you know, it's like, oh yeah, because then there's really nothing to go for in Secrets of the Obscure, right? And you can tell people like, oh yeah, people don't really play Secrets of the Obscure because Obsidian armor, you know, that used to be the go-to for armors, but now we have this fractal armor and raid armor, like new raid armor or whatever, that you can earn through like quick play armor or whatever you want to call it, right? And that's now the new go-to. And like no one really plays Secrets of the Obscure anymore because there's really no reason to, you know. And that just kind of, I don't know. They all right now, all of the armors also have a purpose, right? You have like, you have a PvE set, you have a raid set, you have a World vs. World set, right? You don't really, that's kind of a nice balance because it's all different modes and it doesn't matter which one you play, you can get something, you know. You don't want to really disturb that. I feel like that's, you know, especially with something that's much easier to obtain. I think that's a slippery slope that I don't want them to really go through. Or go down. I don't. I thought you were dead, but he's not. He's alive and well. Oh, really? I've never seen him do that. Oh, hello. Wow, he just jumped right over me. Can you block one of these attacks? Holy shit, you have a giant shield that's bigger than you. You can't block a single attack. Designing easier way to get legendary gear is fine, and none of it will matter 2 years from now. Secrets of the Obscure is easy to get, and I've still... Secrets of the Obscure is not easy. I mean, it's easy in the sense that it's just a big time, but it's not really that easy. Like, you have to invest a lot of time to get those pieces still. Some of it being hard is just like, I don't want it as the mentality, which is why doing them quickly works for me. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. That sounds like it's all a matter of perspective. I mean, I don't know. That seems kind of, it's like, you have 3 different ways to get legendary armor and you don't want to do any of them, but you want to do the one that's really easy to do. That sounds to me like because you said it's not about it being hard, it's just I don't wanna is the mentality. Well, that just seems kind of like a silly reason to me. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like, oh well, I just don't want to do that. I just want them to give it almost sounds like you're just like, well, I just want them, I don't want to do all this content, I just want them to give it to me. And that kind of invalidates the idea of it being legendary gear, you know. Might as well just get Ascended, because now they hand out Ascended like it's candy too, and that's still best in slot too. I don't think Fractals is easy. The quick play is not easy to you. You can earn that legendary, those legendary gloves through doing quick play, and that is literally the easiest thing ever. I mean, I was breezing through it. Like, you don't even have to do anything in most of those. Like, my sister even told me that. She was like, yeah, I was doing the fractals for the quick play, and she's like, I was just in there. I didn't even know half the time what I was doing. I was just following after people. And next thing you know, we were done. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much tier 1 for you. That's pretty much, you know, because they haven't updated it in years, so. I just like doing that more than PvP, World vs. World, or Soto shit. I mean, I get that, but then, you know, and like I said, I don't mind necessarily having it more, but just having it be easier just sucks. Like, to me, it shouldn't be... I just need this guy to be dead, because he's gonna be a pain in the ass. I just don't think it should be easier, because it is much easier. I've created now both World vs. World, PvE, and those gloves. So I've seen 3 different ways of how they release legendary armor. And that was 100% the easiest legendary piece I've ever worked for, ever. Like, out of weapons, out of everything, that is like the easiest piece of legendary gear I've worked for. And I would hate for that to be the new standard. I would hate for that to be the new standard. It would not make it feel prestigious at all. God, where are these guys coming from? Ah, he's alive. Jeez. It's still grindy. You used to have to go and do stuff. Yeah, it's easier than that, and it should have made it so to required for some of the pieces of the legendary we can agree on. Oh yeah, I think if they had done it where you needed to go and do higher tier fractals, I think that would have been fine. Maybe have it be a little bit longer too, because you could get it within a week. I mean, you could literally get the legendary within a week of just casually playing every day. And that to me is crazy because legendary pieces take way longer than that to get. So if they had made it like, oh, you got to play for like a month and do higher tiers, I think that would have been fine. I just think that, you know, it's fine to have. I would love to see a fractal armor. Like, I would love to see a fractal legendary armor set. Like, I think that's something that I could really see being a thing. Oh god, I have nothing to heal. Right. We're going in. Oh, this guy's easy. This guy's easy. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds dead. Me. Me, that is. Alright, I'm gonna summon friends, because I'm not doing this by myself. Roly-poly! No! Oh my god. Like I said, he's easy. Easy! He's easy! Bam! Easy freezy lemon! Oh my god, I love that. Oh. I'm also saying each week coming that way would be easy as Fractal's quickly was, because we both know raids are definitely more difficult. Well, that's true, and that's fair. But we already have, like, that's the thing though. We already have like a raid armor anyways, so might as well go for that then at that point. Which is another case. I mean, always learning from stuff they're doing. If we get another legendary piece through raid quickly, it'll definitely be harder than the Fractal version. It probably will be, but they already have they already have a legendary through raids, you know. So I don't know. Maybe they'll make that more accessible in a way. So I don't know if they're gonna design like a whole new legendary. I don't know. Maybe legendary weapons. I mean, maybe something that's very specific to quick play, but again, it will really depend. For me, honestly, how I feel about it depends on how difficult the raids will be through quick play. Because I haven't raided in a long time, and, you know, I will leave my judgment about that, you know, so I'll base it off of, I'll base it off of how difficult it will be if they add it. Like I said, I don't mind if they add something like more options of like just random slot legendary gear, you know, where it's like, oh, it's not gloves, but it's a helmet, or it's legs or whatever, right, with like different effects on it. I wouldn't be completely against that. It just, I don't want it to be easy to get. Like, I don't want to be able to just casually play for a week and be like, all right, I have a new legendary piece of gear. I'm like, oh, God, okay. I don't know, something about that is just not right for me, personally. I don't think it's gonna be a full set. Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, the eventuality of having like a whole set of just separate pieces. I guess that's what I'm kind of trying to say. It's like, because eventually, you know, if they add like, you know, they add gloves and boots and you know, hands and leggings and coat and all, like, separately, and all these, like, you know, throughout the years now or whatever, then eventually we'll have a whole set that'll be based off of this system or whatever, you know. That's kind of what I'm saying. Mismatch and ugly, you don't know. Maybe they're gonna make it actually fit. Maybe they're gonna make it like based off of make it an actual set. Who knows? And they kind of like mix together. Maybe they just want it to be like another way of earning legendary gear in a different way, and have it like a separate set. and they call it like the quick play set or something, right? Like, I don't know, I'm just randomly like whatever. Okay, so I got that. I don't care. I'm gonna move on with my life here. Roz's rags. That's funny. Roz's rags. But yeah, I can't. I want to really know the wardrobe template. One thing that's really interesting to me is how quiet ArenaNet has been about that, because that's a feature that's coming. Like there's two thoughts, like ways of thinking about it, like thought process that I have. Okay, for one, I think ArenaNet is not talking about it because it's not that great of a system, and it's pretty much just like, yeah, you can save your templates in like an XML file, and like, you know, you can share it with other people that way, and you can just have it like saved on your character. You have like there's a new menu, and you can just say, yep, I want to save this, and you have like a set amount of slots, and then they sell you cosmetic like template slots through the gem store, right? Like that's one of the ways that I could see it. The other way that I could see it is that they're really doing what some people are thinking, is that they're doing like, oh no, you can wear like heavy armor on a light armor character now, and you can mix and match any piece of gear, and you can create like your own whatever with anything, and it's gonna be like this really crazy system, like this thing. And that's why they're keeping it quiet, because they're still working on finalizing all of it, and then they want to like really surprise us with it, right? There's like two different ways that I think about it, you know? Either gonna be super hype or it's not at all. Two ways to go on where they're so quiet. I mean, and that's the thing, right? Like, are they quiet because it's not going to be that great? Or are they quiet because they want to surprise us with, like, how amazing it's going to be? Or they're working on making it as amazing as possible, right? I don't know. Which ArenaNet are we going to get out of this feature? You know, that's kind of the one thing that I'm kind of, you know, what's going on? You know, what are we doing? Kind of thing. If it's that way, I want it to be. I'm gonna make some cool fucking. There's so many armor pieces. Like I've been leaning towards playing a lot of heavy armor pieces, and as you know, like when you look at my my warrior, for example, I make him look like he wears like light armor, like very clothy looking stuff, because I don't like. There's certain instances where I do like heavy armor, but for the most part, I like light armor looking stuff, like cloth armor stuff. So there's definitely like a bunch of pieces that I always like. It's so crazy. I was playing the other day, and who was I playing? I was playing one of my characters, and I was thinking about like doing a specific thing, like fashion thing. And I was like, oh, I'm going to just use this piece. And I was like, oh my god, that's a light armor piece. That's not a heavy armor piece. Oh my god. And that happens to me all the time. Where I'm just like, I want to use like a heavy armor or a light armor piece, but it's actually a heavy armor piece. And that drives me crazy. So if that is really what ArenaNet is doing, I would absolutely love them. Like, I think that would be amazing. Because at this point, it doesn't really matter. Because you can honestly make your character look any shape or form. Like there's so many different kinds of armor pieces out there now, you know, and many armors. Even like when you look at the like Astro Ward armor, for example, like that armor is just oh god, that armor is like a light armor, right? And you can wear it on a heavy armor. And so it's like, I don't think at this point it matters anymore. Back in the day, they really made sure that heavy armor was heavy armor, and light armor was light armor, and medium armor was medium armor, right? But now, I can't block holy damage. I can only block physical. Ah! Ah! Ow! A giant hammer to my face. Oh god, this is so bad. Oh god. Ugh. No, I didn't mean to. Oh god, I hate that. Opportunity. Oh god. No! I'm dead. Got me. Did your class any based on your mechanics and weapons? Yeah, and it's just, you know, and I don't think it really matters, because even if they, even if you're fighting that person, right, there's the option of making enemies look like basic models for enemies. And so I don't think it really matters what you look like anymore. I mean, it hasn't, like you said, it hasn't mattered in years at all. And if you're going for a specific look, well, you can still access heavy armor and heavy armor characters, like on you know, heavy characters, right? Like if I want to look like a knight, I can still do that. But if I want to make my warrior look like a magician because I feel like it, right, then I can do that too, right? And I think ArenaNet has always been about like giving the player the options and stuff. And like you said, they've really started moving away from like having those class identities when it comes to looks, which I think is fine. I think that should always be the thing. I think that should have always been like that. So I would be okay with that. Well, that's silly. That just seems like that person doesn't know what they're talking about. Yeah, that just seems kind of that just seems kind of weird, because that's obviously something completely different. Fashion and stats are completely different things. Oh my god, I love that I can like combat that. Maybe I need to put some points towards mind just to get some extra like FP. Like increase my FP. Oh god, that's gonna be bad. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Usually you can just like outwalk those. Not today, you can't. Ow! That was way quicker than she usually attacks. She? I don't even know if it's she. It attacks. Oh my god! Let's so equip heavy for stats. Would we get war anything? Right? Obviously. Like that's, you know, that doesn't change what this. Yeah, what each piece. You're just changing the look of it. You're not changing the stats. That's just kind of dumb. That sounds really stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that is what ArenaNet is doing, because there's no reason not to do that, right? Because they already have, I mean, they already have it fitting onto all of the races anyways. So there's no point in not having that. I think that would be a really good idea. I should not summon those guys. They really don't do anything. Oh, that broke through that. Okay. I gotta be careful of the holy attacks, because they do damage even if I block. Oh god. Okay, I gotta run. I gotta run. Whee! Ow. Ah. Oh my god. That was perfect. Perfect. Cultural stuff, where whatever is knows. Yeah, I mean, I think that would continue being the case. I think that would continue being the case. I don't think there's gonna be, because then they have to like fit all those armor pieces onto like the races and the different races, and there's so many of them, and I don't think that would work. But I think just having the really twice in a row. I think just having the regular. Oh my. Wow. I got stuck on the thing and that's why I died. That is insane. And I could have easily done this. I gotta not summon those fuckers because they do nothing. They die in 3 seconds. They die in 3 seconds. So that doesn't really do. Oh, that is just such a long refractory period or whatever. What do you want to call that? I don't know. This is quick slow. Oh, that didn't work. Ow. Oh god. I mean, I feel like the biggest issue with that would be like things like clipping and stuff. I need to collect my runes, because if I die again, I don't want to lose all these. Oh god. I love that I can't hit her with an attack. There we go. Panic rolling. In the vines of Savari culture, Savari wearing Norn furs. Yeah. Never gonna happen. Alright, I'm gonna collect my runes and leave. I don't want to fight her. She's annoying. I'll come back. I'll come back in some point. Whee! I mean, I would love, I would love to see some, like, it doesn't have to be necessarily cultural armor, but it would be kind of cool to have something that's themed after something like that, that's available to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, it would be cool to see some plant-based armor in general. You know, we have some of it, we have some of that stuff, but it would be kind of neat to see more of that, right? Like something that's themed after something. Like if they're gonna try to do the effort. And that is normal. Yeah, something like that, right? I would want full armor sets though to kind of be like that. I want full armor sets that look like that. It's still weird to me that they made like Bram's outfit into. Did I already collect the thing here? I did. I already did. I was already here. Oh my god. I was like, what? I already collected all this? I did. Twice. I think I'm gonna do these guys. Gonna go clean up. I'll do mine, head to bed. Have a good night. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. I'll be live probably tomorrow, so. But yeah, I'm gonna head out in a minute anyways. I think I'm just gonna finish up a couple of things here and then head out. I don't want to go down in there because that's where the pages are and they're gonna be annoying. So we're gonna skip the pages. I'm hungry. Okay, so perfect. So now the splash will heal me a lot more with all three of those tiers added, because that's the nice part about coming down here, because you get you get that church up here, you get this church right here, and you get this one right here. So you increase the amount that your flask heals by a lot, and that's really good. I wonder how strong these guys over here. Oh, hello. Interesting. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the statue? I thought it was like over there, but it's here. Oh goodness. Alright. I think I'm gonna just defeat this guy and I'm gonna head out after that. Maybe do some more writing or something. Well, that was sucky. What a way to start that. Really? Holy Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Like I block and he won't attack me, but then when I attack, he attacks me. Uh-oh. Haha. Oh, okay. Okay, well, everything is getting so much stronger now. It's so hard to Ugh, it's getting tough. I think I'm just gonna head out because I'm getting really tired. So we're gonna continue this. I don't know. At some point, we're gonna continue this. I don't. Maybe next week or something. So tomorrow, I want to do some Guild Wars 2. We're gonna hang out. Maybe I'll do some World vs. World or something. We'll run around. We'll talk a little bit about, you know, different things that we're doing in Guild Wars 2. And then Wednesday, I'm gonna continue Guild Wars 1. So for those of you that want to play along in Guild Wars 1, I'm gonna continue on Wednesday. Our party size right now is 4, so we can have, like, I don't know if Emily's gonna play with us or not, but I'm gonna have at least 2 slots open for people to join. And so since I'm playing a healer anyways, it doesn't really matter what the other people are in the group. Yeah, so if other people want to join, like, I'm 100% down for that. So that's happening tomorrow and Wednesday. I'm hoping to get some videos done, or at least this one video that I've been wanting to do for a long time. I started writing the other one, the next one after that already, and there's another one that there's so many other videos that I want to do. But anyways, thank you, Mish King. Thank you for someone else was here, right? Emily was here. Thanks for becoming a member once again. And I don't remember the name. It was Dark Color. Thank you, Dark Color, for being here. Amortius was here too. Appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, if you guys want to support me, there's a bunch of links that you guys can use. I am working really hard on getting the YouTube channel up and getting more and more people in there. So if you guys want to support, make sure to go on YouTube and do the usual stuff there. Yeah, and